10th month, and most of it will be played in 2020.
I guess. Alright. Well, no offense to FIFA players, by the way. You can play whatever you want. I'm sure it's fun. But we're here to talk about new stuff, like the newly released or newly announced or revealed Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, sorry to
go on.
But let's
get your
start
butt out
with,
of here.
That EA decided not to make a press conference.
Yeah.
And now we know the reason, because they have fuck all to talk about.
Nothing to show.
Nothing to show.
Honestly.
Nothing to announce.
And that was my problem with the Ubisoft conference. We'll get more into it later, but they had nothing to show, and I don't know why they had a conference, honestly. But
well, no, it's EA has really not a single new game or any,
Ubisoft was the same. Ubisoft was the same. They had like one or two games
later.
Yeah, but
I mean, wasn't there like which developer was it that said they're not gonna make one?
The
Sony.
same reason.
Oh yeah, Sony, right?
Yeah,
Sony didn't do one for the same reason, but Sony decided to keep their dignity and just not make anything at all. But EA decided to do this EA Play thing before the actual E3, and it was like, I watched the first half of it. The first 30 minutes were fine with Star Wars Jedi. We got to see a bit more. And after that, I drifted off.
Yeah, the thing about Sony, I feel like they're always, like the last 2 years, they were kind of ahead of the curve. Because last year, they were like the first conference to not do this E3 bullshit. Like, hey, let's dance and talk about every game. They kind of just showed you a billion games. And now
they did other bullshit with the fucking barn and the flute player.
I guess, but there was only like one or two. And I don't think the flute was bad. Like, it was kind of, I mean, it was a little bit.
It was a live musical performance.
I guess, but my point is,
the 3 as you can get.
Yeah, they were the forward-thinking ones where they were just like, okay, let's show you a lot of games. And now Microsoft did that this year, but this year Sony was like, we don't have anything to show, so we're not gonna show up. Like, everyone's just making their games. But yeah, anyway, so let's talk about EA Play. So they announced FIFA, Madden, whatever, some Sims 4 DLC, which is recycled Sims 3 DLC. What's new? And very sad. But yeah, I think the only thing that they actually announced that was worthwhile talking about is Star Wars, right? Let me just check. I have a list here of EA games.
It wasn't even an announcement. Like,
yeah, they reveal.
It has been already revealed. We already saw gameplay footage. We just saw now more gameplay.
When did we see gameplay?
That's it.
We saw gameplay before?
I think it was there before.
I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I'm just looking at my list here. And Apex Legends Season 2, we can talk about that a little bit more. But anyway, yeah, Star Wars. What did you guys think of the gameplay reveal? It's by Respawn, the devs behind Titanfall and Apex.
Well, I thought Star Wars more like Star Souls, am I right?
It doesn't look like it doesn't look like Dark Souls at all. Although they listed it as one of their
no, you could definitely see the influence.
They listed it as an influence. I don't know about I mean, very slightly. I would say very slightly. Like, just because of the health bars, I don't know.
I'm curious, like, we saw all this stuff that do the tactic, like, what you could do in the game. My question is how heavy the role-playing part will be.
Yeah.
Because this is supposed to be an RPG, to some extent at least.
So, my impression, I was excited about it. I was like, oh, cool, a single-player game, Star Wars, cool, whatever, sure. And as I watched the gameplay demo, I kind of progressively got a little bit more about it.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Yeah, because
I would like
I
would like to see more openness, more really that RPG vibe where your own choices
right,
and stuff.
You want an RPG. I'm actually against I'm the opposite side. I want like a linear Force Unleashed kind of thing. Like just a single player, go through it, play the story, that's it.
It would
because
be
you didn't play
nice
co-op.
because we didn't have both in a very long time.
Yeah, sure.
So,
just
or
anything
like
single
Star
player.
Wars.
Yeah, any good single player experience, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
But my thoughts, I mean, the gameplay is kind of, let me just skip to that in this, I'm showing off gameplay on the stream here. Like, it looks fun, it looks okay, but to me, I loved Force Unleashed 1 and 2. Like, there were definitely problems with it, but there was something about it that made you really feel like a Jedi. This guy is kind of like why is he climbing a wall when he can also jump into the sky meters up? And I don't know, people don't get dismembered as well. Like he slices a guy straight through the waist, no dismemberment. But forgetting that, like gameplay wise, I don't know, it just looked a little bit clunky, and I don't know, it was a bit. I feel like it just needs work. Like even at the end, there's a Wookiee who goes whoa, but his mouth doesn't open. It's like,
well, it is still like game in progress.
Yeah, but then don't show it.
Will even don't. Yeah, because it's a vertical slice. Like most of these demos at E3 are.
Sure.
But the issue, like, it's I think still very early production. I don't even think we will get it 2020.
Did you guys play Force Unleashed? Rage, I think you did, right?
Yes, I played.
Did you enjoy them?
Yeah, and I definitely got vibes from this.
Yeah, to me it looked like a less interesting Force Unleashed, because in Force Unleashed, Tommy, I don't know how much you've seen of it.
I've played some.
Okay.
But yeah.
Like if you can just play around as you should be able to as a Jedi, and you're like a Sith Lord, you can just like force grip a stormtrooper, and if you just hold them next to a railing, they'll like try to grab onto the railing, and you're pulling them, and they're like holding, trying to resist. Or like
really
if
cool.
you hover them in front of you and just stand still, they'll eventually like try to aim their blaster at you, and then they just shoot, and they like do a backflip because of the recoil. And
well, it might still be like that. We just don't
yeah, but
know
I didn't
yet
see
how
any
the
like
final
force
product-
grabbing, like I don't, and
There
also
was force grabbing.
There was,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
not like free force grabbing, was there? Like you just moved them
There it
around.
was free.
Okay.
force
Oh no,
grab.
no, you're right. He moved them into the blaster actually at some point. You're
Yeah,
right.
he
Yeah.
did some interesting stuff, and I think there will be many ways to dispatch enemies.
Yeah.
Also,
We will just have to see for a more definitive version how it will turn out. I still think it's very early development.
Yeah.
I don't think this footage we saw is completely representative of the product we'll get.
And just really quickly, I know you want to say something, Tommy. Like even at some point, he force pushes a door open. Let me see if I can find the footage. And it's very static, like it's a set animation. But in Force Unleashed, it's all physics based. Like you force push the door, and exactly where you push it and with how much force, it'll bend itself. And just small details like that made Force Unleashed more impressive to me, even though it came out years ago. And you can also customize your lightsaber a lot in that game. I don't know, maybe you can do that in this one too.
Yeah, as I said, you shouldn't nitpick it too
No,
much.
no, I mean spider enemies.
It is definitely a vertical slice.
But there's also spider enemies. Like I don't know, it just kind of seems a little bit.
Oh, you had the enemies in Force Unleashed 1 at least, like really shitty ones as well.
Were there? Yeah, I mean, again, Force Unleashed had its problems. It wasn't a perfect game, but I really loved it. Again, I'll pick this up. It does look decent, but right now it's a on sale pickup for me. But yeah, there were a few nagging issues. The good things though, like I mean, it looks really nice visually. I like the little robot; he's cute, and actually, even the protagonist has a very unique face. I don't know, it stood out to me for some reason.
I didn't think so, but sure.
Okay, fair enough. One thing that was kind of strange, I don't know, like you know how in episode 7, that's the first new one, right? Yeah. Like they reveal Kylo Ren is like, oh shit, he stops a blaster in midair, and this is pre that time, and now this guy can do that and slow down time as well, and I don't know, and it fucks with the power levels of the entire universe, and it's canon supposedly. So I thought that was
canon. That's also has to do with this the stuff you can pull off in cinema back then and now. It changed.
I mean, you need to break the rules a
bet
bit.
if they could do proper
Wait, guys,
CGI of a
guys.
blaster being stopped.
Hold up real quick. I think Sheep. Don't think you're streaming. Did you like triple check? I wrote in Discord.
It is streaming on my
because
end.
I'm checking on YouTube and it says it's not live. There's just a 4-minute video of us talking. I haven't checked what's in it, but it streamed 30 minutes ago.
Oh yeah,
wait.
I only see the test stream.
Yeah, the test stream is live, but the live stream is not.
It's live for me.
Is it like
If
unlisted?
I send you guys this link, oh, it is. Why is it unlisted? I changed it.
Oof.
There you go. Try now.
Also unlist your other video. Yeah.
Thank you. Fucking hell. Oh boy.
There you go.
Yeah. Now
now it's working.
Now you guys can see. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I think some people watch it as a VOD, so.
Yeah. Nice.
All
I put
right,
a
thank you.
limiter on me as well.
What?
So
Problem?
terrible again.
And I need to the test one was a 4-minute one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to delete that. Okay, thank you for pointing that out. All right, so Right, I was just saying how they kind of need to break the rules to make the game interesting to play, I guess, like make you feel super powerful. But yeah, it definitely fucks with the levels. Like this dude, this random Jedi and every other random protagonist from other games is more strong than this Sith Lord from the movie. But yeah, whatever.
Well, not necessarily strong, they just do different stuff. Like I remember the protagonist from Force Unleashed did also some stuff you never saw before.
Yeah, of course, but
So,
that was
doesn't mean it's more
afterwards, I
powerful.
think. Yeah, I mean, if he can do... I'm just saying it was such a big moment with Kylo Ren. It's like, oh shit, he can hold a blaster in there. And then this guy can do that and more. Before, even. But, whatever, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm just saying. It's kind of funny. Alright, any other thoughts on this game? Or should we move on to the next one, guys?
Not really. I mean, I would have liked something like KOTOR a lot more. I think this is pretty relatively generic. It's nice that we at least get a Star Wars game, but it's kind of embarrassing that EA had the license for Star Wars for I don't know what 5 years and brought out like 2 games. One is Battlefront.
I mean, it's
and
better
the other
to
one is
make
this.
take longer to make them, but come out with decent stuff, like as
Yeah,
opposed
but-
to shitting them out every year.
Yeah, but we
yeah,
had
but that's
like
exactly
we
what
had
EA
way better
did.
games. We had it's like it's shitty games anyways. And the like before EA had the license, there was like millions, well not millions, but
Yeah,
like dozens of really
many people
really
could make
really
them,
good
yeah.
Star Wars games.
Most of them were EA anyway, but
Yeah, and then we had
But they were
stuff
not
like
shit.
KOTOR, like
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. We had Jedi Knights. We had the strategy games. People like those. Yeah, there was so much good Star Wars shit.
as I said, for Fallen Order, I would wish it would be more.
You want an
more
RPG.
Yeah, I would like.
Yeah, that's
that.
fair enough.
Instead of just an action thing, I still would play it, but yeah.
Do you guys want to talk about Apex Legends Season 2? It's not... well, let's talk
Well,
about
to be
the,
honest,
let's talk about the
after
new
all
games,
this-
I think.
After all this time, I lost interest. I didn't even care for the second season.
Yeah, I booted it up. The skins are a lot better than they were before, and the Season 2 hasn't started yet. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, it was like this with every other multiplayer game for me. I just need to take breaks every now and again. I think people are...
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
they also
exaggerating a little
lost
bit.
me because the first season was garbage, and afterwards,
Yeah, yeah.
nothing
I
worthwhile
disagree.
Came out.
I get it. I mean, it happens. Like, even games that I love, single player games even, like, if you stop for a week, then you kind of just, it's harder for you to get back into it. But then when you try it again, you most likely will have fun. But you need something to get you back in, I think, Rage. With, like, the new character
Yeah.
might do that. But let's focus on new games, I think, guys. So that was everything EA. Alright,
Focus on new games. EA done.
yeah, right. Okay, so Microsoft was next. Did you guys like overall the Microsoft conference?
The first half was fine when they
Uh-huh.
concentrated on games, but at the point where the Lego car showed up on stage, I was like,
That was
it's
the
like E3
closest.
2012 again.
That was the closest they got though, because it was a Lego car at least. You know?
It's even worse than a real car. It's a freaking Lego car.
No, that's better. Like before we started watching the stream, Rage sent me a bingo card. What is it, by Vinesauce, or is it like Vinesauce themed?
It's by like moderators or fans of
Okay,
Vinesauce.
of the Vinesauce channel. And yeah, there's a bingo card, and like one of the boxes for me was car on stage, and I was like, there it is. And that was a lot of fun. Like they really nailed a lot of the
I had
just tropes.
Celebrity Parade,
yeah, I had that one as well.
and to be honest, since it's Keanu Reeves, it doesn't count because Keanu Reeves is cool. Everyone
No,
likes
he's
Keanu
breathtaking, dude.
Everyone likes
Reeves. No,
him.
you are breathtaking.
Oh, you're breathtaking.
Well, I'm the one with the big sword, guys. All right, so Microsoft. I thought it was a really good conference. I was surprised because they're usually the most E3, but they showed a lot of really cool games, and there was little bullshit, and I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
I like their shift in focus.
Mm-hmm.
It over the years since Xbox release, because they definitely realized that it doesn't work out to shun your core audience, which is gamers, and focus on everyone else. It will not
Yeah.
work out, and it didn't. It
Microsoft
hurt
was
them big
always like, let's dedicate 30 minutes to Blu-ray talk and look sports, watch this sports guy run around. Like, it was really
time.
bullshit.
And now
Yeah.
in the long term, it hurt them really badly.
Mhm.
Like 90% of people own a PS4, at
Yeah.
least in Europe. instead of in Xbox.
Yeah.
And now they're shifting gears, which is nice. Really liking the emphasis on PC. They're putting more stuff on PC now.
Man, I predicted that, and I'm so, I don't know. It was because it was such a kind of shot in the dark, and it actually, like, they're going full on PC now.
It's just they finally realized PC, especially with standing of Microsoft with the Windows.
Yeah.
Most of, at least private consumers, have Windows as an OS, especially Windows 10. They realize how vast the market is, especially if they are able to grab that casual audience, which is huge. And they have they don't even have to invest money to play their games because they already have a machine, even if it's not powerful. Whatever, they can still sell their games to them. And they finally realized that.
Yeah, and I thought the Xbox Game Pass was actually, I mean, currently they're doing it during beta phase. It's like $5, euros, or your regional equivalent.
Well, yeah, the Xbox Pass on Xbox was there for a longer time, and many people already said that the value is good.
Yeah, and even for when it comes out of beta, it's gonna be 10. But the value is really great. And actually, for this first month, you can get it for €1 or $1, and that was such a good deal. I just picked it up, and I also thought I could like give my thoughts on the Xbox app, the new Xbox app, because they ditched the old Microsoft Store thing. And yeah, so far it's kind of like half-half. I mean, the game selection is really great. I installed Halo Wars first because I haven't played that in a few years. And it installed just fine, whatever, but I've been struggling to install Gears of War for days now. Like, it interrupts, and then you need to do it again, whatever. But it's a beta, I'm sure they'll sort it out. But honestly, the UI is fine, and they even allow you to change your cringy old Xbox username for free once, which I also was hoping that they would do, and they actually did it. So that's cool. I'm now MrWoodenSheep on there.
Wait, what were you before? I really want to know.
It wasn't that cringy. But I don't want to say it for security reasons.
Is it does it tie in your regular Microsoft account?
Yeah, it's tied in with your Microsoft account, and it is your Xbox account. Like, so all my achievements and friends carried over from like 10+ years ago.
I'm just curious because I never owned an Xbox before, so I don't have an actual Xbox account.
Yeah, well, yeah, it will be an Xbox account. It's tied to your Microsoft account. But yeah, it's fine. Like, it works. It's easy to do. Yeah, I like it. Like, and I would endorse it. I mean, honestly, I'm an achievement whore. So part of me was kind of like, should I wait and get Wolfenstein 2 on Steam and Prey and all that stuff so I get the achievements? What? Hello, Rage?
Hello.
But hello, Tommy?
Uh-oh. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so you can hear me. I think Rage is just suffering.
Yeah, Rage is...
Rage, hello? Are you okay?
Hello.
We hear you.
Hello.
Oh, this is like a flashback Skype.
Let me remove him from the group. Oh, he did it himself, and then come back. Hello, Rage?
Can we hear you? Can you hear us now?
Somebody say
his headset died or some shit.
Yeah, okay, what was I talking about? We can move on to that. Right, I was saying I'm an achievement whore. Yeah, I was just saying no, I was saying how I wanted to wait for those games to come to Steam so I get achievements and stuff because I love that. But the deal is so good. For €1 and you get like 100 games. I just wanted to try it out. So yeah, I've been having
that's really good.
I'm having a really good experience with it, honestly. The download times are actually a little bit slow, I could say, but I don't know if it's picking on my region well. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so there you go. Rage? Is he back? How about we try to go to... No, that won't work. That'll mess up everything. Let me try change the region. Hello? Rage?
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can hear
You're
you.
back. Okay,
Yes.
I changed it to Western Europe. Alright.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Alright, you missed everything. The podcast is over, actually. I don't know.
Yeah,
Alright, bye then.
Well, whatever. I talked about Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, that's pretty much everything.
I stopped. It stopped about Gears.
Okay, well, that was everything I wanted to say, basically. And we're planning to play...
Let's just go through the games.
Yeah. Let's talk about the games.
Biggest one, of course, was right at the end.
Halo Infinite. I have been checked out of Halo for a while. I loved... Halo 3 is probably my most played game of all time. and I checked out for years, but that's only because I knew I couldn't play it because I became a PC gamer. But now I was excited again because it's like, hell yeah, more Halo. This is not footage of Halo Infinite that I wanted to show. Okay, I'll find some.
It's
more.
only a trailer anyway. No,
Yeah, it was a
no
cool trailer
gameplay.
actually. I thought it was really atmospheric and the acting was good. And it was nice.
Who else thought that the Gears 5 trailer was fucking weird?
It was very weird. I also thought that was interesting though. And same thing with Gears. I've been checked out even though I really like the series, but now that it's on, the Gears 5 has a Steam store page, so I'm excited again. I'm gonna be able to play these games.
Oh yeah, my biggest excitement was the Microsoft Flight Simulator, definitely.
Yeah, that was a surprise, right? Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yeah,
and
and
the last one came out what, 2003?
And it looked
Flight Simulator 10. Yeah.
graphically, it looked really impressive, and
They always for their time.
yeah, sure. But this one was.
Microsoft knows how to make their flight simulators, definitely.
It looked. I just want to show some footage here of the, like, flying by. I mean, you can't really see on this tiny screen, but it was, man, it was really impressive looking.
The Age of Empires 2 looked nice. The remake.
Yeah. Minecraft Dungeons. What did you guys think of that?
Yeah, it's Minecraft.
Oh, I mean, it's
Diablo
not.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Diablo
It's
Minecraft.
Diablo
I mean,
Minecraft,
that surprised me, but I mean, yeah, whatever, right? But
I was like surprised it didn't honor Minecraft, 10 years of Minecraft, because there's been all over the internet the last few weeks.
yeah, I mean, whatever. They're just showing off their new game.
Yeah, sure, but
I feel like it looks really good.
Nice.
Minecraft Dungeons, you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
I think it's like for little kids, but
not even
it's
necessarily.
like
I don't. I mean, just because it's Minecraft, I don't think it's for kids.
Maybe.
It looks decently in depth. It's just the aesthetic is a little bit kid-looking,
Minecraft
ugly
looks ugly as fuck.
Minecraft. Yeah, exactly.
What else was there?
I like the way the key looked. That was pretty cute. But anyway, yeah, it looks okay. It looks fine.
It's like a little bit old school. I quite like that. Maybe
Yeah.
get some kids into the like old school stuff, so they don't get stuck on all the new shit.
They showed off also the new Battletoads, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me just get some gameplay up. Yeah, what did you guys think of that? Do you like brawlers like that, or hack and slashers kind of thing?
Not my
Like
style.
Castle
because
Crashers,
I also
Double Dragon.
I never played it with never played it with other people, so.
Castle Crashers was cool as fuck, but
I
all
love
the other
Castle
ones,
Crashers.
I mean, well, there you go. And this kind of like, I really like the new art style, and they've got like some personality. Battletoads always looked interesting, but I never
It
played
got
it.
very mixed reception. Many people also didn't like the new art style.
Oh wow, yeah, I just saw a lot of dislikes.
Yeah.
Look at that. Why? The art style's. I mean, the game before didn't really.
Depends. Some people like it, so don't. So it is.
Yeah, but I don't. It doesn't seem that divisive to me. It's not like so crazy, and the other one didn't have.
I did not particularly enjoy it, but I also don't care about Battletoads anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying Battletoads never had a distinctive art style to me before, anyway. But all right, whatever.
Yeah, so
Another big surprise was definitely the Blair Witch.
Yeah, that was interesting to see.
Yeah.
I thought it was Alan Wake.
Yeah.
I thought it was Alan Wake, which kind of disappointed me. But...
I thought many people thought first it was what's that horror game with the penises?
Horror game with the penises. Minecraft, the creepers.
With the camera and the penises. At least the first
Outlast.
one.
Outlast.
Yeah, exactly.
I was wondering if it
Many
was.
people thought it was third Outlast.
Yeah,
Third
I thought
Out-
that too. Okay. Yeah. It looked okay. It looked interesting.
What else? Forza Horizon 2, 4 Legos.
Yeah,
Very
whatever.
excited.
Don't really care about that.
what
Or
really
the
surprised
Gears Pop game. Very excited.
Yeah. What? Tell me.
what really surprised me was Psychonauts 2. I did not expect that. I didn't
That's
even know it was
been
announced.
that's been known for months, like a
When-
year
when-
maybe.
I have not heard of that at all, and I was like, what the fuck? It looks really fucking cool. Too.
I didn't look at it because I loved the first one and I want to just go into this one blind. But yeah, the first one's great.
Like
man.
I can tell you they fucking nailed the aesthetic. It looks really
That's
What
awesome.
surprised me was that Team Schafer wasn't booed off the stage. after all the shit he pulled off. But I guess his charisma put it all back.
I mean, what people are always like upset at Double Fine, but they're always just trying games and then they just sometimes don't do well.
But they wasted people's money.
I mean, they're trying
massively.
You mean with what games are you talking about?
What was
there was a space one, right?
Yeah, Deep Space Nine. Or whatever it's called.
Wasn't that on Kickstarter?
That never was finished. Yeah, it was on Kickstarter.
Well, yeah,
that's because they ran out of money.
Yeah, exactly. Like they
point
just
and click adventure that was underwhelming for the amount of money it raised and stuff like that.
I mean, that doesn't. But people need to realize that they're not. They didn't want their game to fail. It just didn't work out in the same way that many games have been cancelled before.
It didn't work out because they couldn't manage their money.
Also,
I don't know
if you back something on Kickstarter and you complain about that your money is gone, fuck you. Honestly, holy shit.
I mean, it sucks.
Yeah, but it's understandable that the people will be upset.
Yeah, people will be upset. I understand.
You cannot deny them their anger.
Yeah, but it's an investment. Yeah, it's a 100% investment. It's not like, oh, I pre-ordered the game and it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah, it doesn't discredit you from your anger.
Yeah, but I don't think you should direct the anger at the devs. It's just it didn't work out. That's it.
No, you have to direct it at Team Schafer at least because he was managing the money.
But you don't know if that's what was wrong. Maybe just
that's what was wrong. There are whole documentaries about how the money got wasted.
I don't know.
They decided to move the entire development studio to one of the most expensive cities on Earth, and then they ran out of money.
I don't know. It's easy to criticize, I think, looking on the outside and retrospectively, but I don't know. I think they're always trying their best. Double Fine does a lot of great stuff in-house, and then they also publish a lot of other cool indie games. I don't see them as evil or anything at all, by far.
Not evil.
Yeah, they fucked up a few times. Whatever, yeah. I don't know. It surprised me that to see them being purchased, but they talked about it and...
not me, because they cannot handle money.
Fair enough. This thing surprised me and seemed really pointless. Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
I mean, it's remaster.
It's Lego
not a remaster.
And Star Wars.
It's a new game that we already have.
Yeah, but we don't have the last 3 parts, do we?
We do.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay, not like the next one that's coming out. I guess this will include that. No, but we have. God damn it.
It'll include all of it, from episode 1 to episode 9.
The first 6 episodes have already been done greatly, by the way. I love those games. And then we already have episode 7 and I think 8? So it's just 9 that's missing. I don't know, it's a bit weird to make...
Well, maybe that's like the complete package, that's it.
No, they said it's a new game. And the weird part, though, to me was...
It's Lego Star Wars. Well, you can make whatever you want. It will sell like hotcakes.
Yeah, I'm just saying it was weird to me. And also, especially because I love those original games, and then I played episode 7-1, and I felt it was really weak. It was the first Lego game in a long time that I got bored of. So it seems to me like Traveler's Tales has kind of like dulled down their format. I don't know. So I don't see how this could be good, but whatever, we'll see. Maybe they'll
still sell.
Maybe you just played too much.
No, I took a long break and then I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
What else was there?
I mean,
the Outer Worlds looked... Oh, sorry.
I played the I had the same thing happening when I played like the Hobbit games and stuff. I just played too much of it, and eventually I was like,
the Lego Hobbit games, you mean?
Yeah, I played the I think I played Lego Lord of the Rings, and then I went into the Lego Harry Potter games, and then it just like
right. I mean, if you're playing them all in a row, sure, yeah. But
it wasn't even a row, but yeah.
When they became more modern and they looked great, but then they got voice acting and stuff, they became less funny and I don't know, a bit meh to me. All right, another Microsoft game. Did you want to mention one, Rage?
I have one.
The next one, the Outer Worlds looked good. They showed that off a bit more.
We already knew that.
Which
whatever. One? Outer Worlds. The game by Obsidian.
Yeah. Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding
what do you
Edge.
think of Bleeding Edge?
Man, it really upsets me, Bleeding Edge, and I'll tell you why.
It's Overwatch.
No, not at all, dude. Not at all. And that's what fucking upsets.
Let me guess. It looks generic.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Ninja Theory have the last like 3-4 games have been fucking amazing, and people just like discredit this game because it looks like Overwatch. Like people have never seen cartoony shit in their life. It doesn't look like fucking Overwatch. Like it's just.
Dude, I'm just making jokes.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are.
The issue is.
Wait, I just want to finish my thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah.
It's just people in the comments are like, "Oh, the devs from Hellblade made this. Where's the dark, gritty, whatever?" It's like, dude, Hellblade was amazing. First of all, I loved it. But if you look at any of the other games, they're not all the same, and they're not allowed to make a cartoony, cool game. And by the way, like it really doesn't look like it's jumping on this Overwatch bandwagon or whatever, because the gameplay seems different, and I think the character designs are all fucking cool. Even the boring ones, like the cowboy guy, looks really interesting somehow. They just like ninja. I don't know. We'll see how the gameplay plays, but I have faith in it. It looks fucking cool, man. I love it. Like and it really upset me how everyone was disregarding because it doesn't look like Hellblade. Like what the fuck? People can't make different shit. But yeah, there you go. That's my rant.
Yeah, no, it looks very interesting. I'm curious about the gameplay.
Yeah, I just hope the gameplay will be good
out as well. People are a bit stupid because it is a cartoony looking multiplayer hero.
Yeah,
brawler, I suppose, instead of shooter. But,
like,
yeah.
are we gonna? Yeah, I don't know. Like, are we gonna call all games prior to Overwatch and Team Fortress Call of Duty clones?
Yeah,
like,
that's how it works on the internet.
Yeah, I know.
You are on YouTube. You know
Yeah,
it's not
of
allowed
course,
to
I
make
know.
content that has already been made.
Yeah, I'm PewDiePie as well, so I know that. You know, don't worry about it. But yeah,
you are not allowed to play Minecraft on YouTube anymore.
no. But me personally, I'm really excited for it. I just hope the gameplay is good. It's from the designer of DMC, which I thought the gameplay, I mean, the combat, which I really liked that combat. It was really fluent. Maybe it lacked a few combos.
Like if you, to be honest, I am on the Bleeding Edge website right now, and I looked through some of the characters. It's like, this is Genji, and this is Lucio, and this is McCree.
Really, I see the McCree one. It's a cowboy. But I mean,
you see Genji.
It's a fuck. I'm trying to see the trailer. Skip through the trailer. I don't see.
No, just go to the website.
Oh, I see. Does he have like a hat?
Yeah.
Is he a graffiti dude on the right side here?
Yeah, and he has a sword.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I don't know. I thought.
Then there's Lucio. So yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of them that look very similar.
I don't.
Not very similar. Not even remotely similar. But they're like. There are some stereotypes, and to be honest,
that's what I mean.
Watched it stereotyping 101. It's like, how do I make a Russian strong and female?
Yeah,
why not?
right.
Russian.
Yeah.
Talk about
like
bear all the time. I am Russian. Yeah.
I wrestle bear.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a little bit of a problem because this game, look, this is like my bold prediction. This game is not gonna sell well because people already have Overwatch, and this looks very like, regardless of if it is like Overwatch, it looks a lot like Overwatch. And if you're already Overwatch and you're so invested into the game, you have all of the skins. Why take a new game?
Yeah.
Blizzard fans are also very, very rabid.
Well, yeah, that also.
I mean, yeah, like I hear that's what happened to Bloodborne. Was that the name? No, not Bloodborne. Battleborn. Such a generic name. And Overwatch.
Battleborn also like almost directly competed. And to be honest, the Blizzard marketing department was ruthless.
Right.
They really stomped it down on Battleborn.
Oh yeah, they also released at the same time, which was really dumb.
Yeah.
I think Battleborn released first, or am I wrong? No, it released after Overwatch, but on the weekend where Battleborn released was the first weekend where Overwatch went try free to play.
Oh boy.
So yeah.
God. Yeah.
Like the Blizzard marketing team are evil geniuses. They do some. Really
I mean, it's also just people trusted Blizzard a lot more at the time than 2K or Gearbox or whatever. So.
Fair
I don't trust 2K. Fuck that.
Who would trust? What is his name? I forgot.
Randy. Pitchford.
Yeah, Randy Pitchford. Especially after the aliens colonial marines thing.
Yeah.
A lot of things. I think we
Randy
talked
Pitchford.
about it a few podcasts ago.
Yeah, we did.
One game I thought was really exciting looking was, I want to find, I didn't realize this was announced from 2016. There you go, 2019. Wasteland 3.
It was just announced.
No, I found gameplay by accident from 2016. Which
Of Wasteland 2.
Let me go back. Wasteland 3 gameplay trailer 2 years ago.
What? Really?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought that was really cool looking. I really liked the aesthetic and also just the character, the main like what is he? Just whatever, the miner guy talking. The gameplay looked fun. I don't know, it looked really cool. Like I like these robots and stuff, and yeah, I guess XCOM kind of got me into this genre a little bit, and I'm kind of itching for more.
Genre, though.
I know it's not quite the same. I know, but I was just so far away from this genre before. I was like just in action, non-turn-based stuff, and now I'm kind of into this again. But yeah, I thought it looked really cool. Yeah. And there's one more game I'm seeing on my list. Don't remember what this is. Let me look it up. I hope this list that I'm looking at also includes indie games, because there were some really cool looking indie games. I don't think this includes indie games here, because Microsoft showed some good ones.
Like it was really like 60 games they showed. We cannot talk about all of them, definitely.
But there were some really interesting ones. I'll look into them later.
Was Dragon Ball at Microsoft?
I don't think so. There was something that. Do you guys know Crossfire?
Do you mean the thing where you combine 2 graphics cards in like 2010?
No, they announced it. I thought they were talking about like a game from that old 90s board game where you like shoot balls at each other. No.
Oh wait, the free-to-play one that's like a shooter?
Yeah, it's a Counterstrike ripoff, but it's in I think it's a Chinese game.
It's a Chinese game.
Yeah, and Microsoft just revealed like what? That's so weird to me. A partnership with Crossfire, this Counter-Strike ripoff that is gonna come to Xbox and I assume PC as well.
Well, there is potential big market there. I don't know. Is Xbox present in China?
I don't.
As a console?
I doubt it. I think it's probably PlayStation, maybe, or PC, or even bootleg.
Not all, because I don't know how the regulations are in China.
It looks like such a shitty game. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, whatever.
I mean, it's a free-to-play, like, knockoff, whatever. I mean, yeah. It looks fun, honestly, but not compared to
the trailer looked ridiculous with the building exploding and just
the guy in the water and no gameplay. Oh, by the way.
It's like, you are in the building, and then you order a missile strike on the exact building you're in. It's like, you want to die. It was stupid.
He ordered the missile on himself? I didn't see that.
Yeah, not on himself, but the guy was like in the same room.
Right.
The missile.
Nice. Hit it. Well, true badass. My one gripe I really had with this year's E3 was there was very little gameplay for a lot of things that looked cool. I hate that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, some things had gameplay, sure, but there were a lot of other cool looking stuff where I was like, okay, now show me, and then nothing. But
that's because that's quite often with the new announcements, especially if they're far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Should we wrap up Microsoft?
Microsoft, sure.
Do you want to talk about the console reveal or like
I mean, they just like what? They just.
I mean.
They just
120 FPS.
They just said stuff. And like I don't even know if they're gonna deliver on it. They didn't show the console. Like what the fuck?
Well, I mean, just like everything was 4K with the current gen, and then
8K.
It never was.
No,
I mean current gen.
Yeah.
120 FPS and SSDs.
Never before, never before seen FPS and resolutions. They said.
Yeah, 120.
What I don't understand, especially Microsoft, which is like, kind of PC based already anyways. Why don't they just make a modular console?
Because
where
it's lucrative.
But you could just say, hey, if you want to have like a budget console, you can get the base package, and then it's kind of like a PC where you can like swap in and out parts. I think that would be a really good idea too.
Because that makes game development for consoles more difficult. You could
Not really. You can just make it like a PC where you just change the settings.
Tommy,
listen.
Wow.
You can definitely see that with the PS4 Pro, for example, because many of the developers on the for Sony or for PlayStation are mostly exclusive, and you could see the difficulties the two different console specs brought.
But there wasn't really one.
The Pro had with many titles.
You mean like I mean, it's just the same on PC. You can like.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
that's
sure
what I'm saying. It's more difficult to develop, especially for developers who have no experience with developing on like a multi-platform system like a PC, it makes game development more difficult. It's
Alright.
easier
But
to develop
nobody-
for
Let's
consoles
get
than
back on
PC.
track, guys. Let's get back
Okay.
on track. We actually missed a really big one.
What?
And that was Elden Ring.
I thought you
the
mentioned that.
trailer, and we already knew about that the game is coming out.
But it was leaked, yeah,
Wasn't
but it was an official.
What? It wasn't even the leak, was it?
It was rumors. It was rumors. It wasn't even a
I
leak. It was
remember-
rumors. Anyway, yeah, I mean, just Dark Souls gameplay. They said it's gonna be more like Dark Souls than Sekiro.
We didn't see anything like.
We didn't
saw
see,
the
but they
trailer.
talked
That's
about
it.
it afterwards. And they said that the gameplay is gonna be similar to Dark Souls, but written by George R. R. Martin. I mean, cool,
I'm
whatever.
curious.
I don't really
I'm curious
care.
about the North mythology and stuff.
Yeah, I love the. I'm more into. I'm a bit tired of Norse mythology, honestly. I think it's one of the least interesting ones. Like Greek is a lot cooler, or Japanese. I love that stuff. Yeah. Although this doesn't look very Norse when I look at it. It's probably inspired, but like
Yeah.
this guy over here looks really Japanese still. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. More games from those devs, sure.
Yeah. Although From Software is busy right now, right? But they're,
From
they just made Sekiro. What else?
Well,
I
they're
think
making-
they're working on something else as well, right?
Maybe, yeah. Actually, we also didn't talk about one of the biggest things at the Microsoft conference, the Cyberpunk trailer and
Well, Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Man, that fucking took over the news of everything.
It was also very surprising. Like
It was
no-
surprising, and I
like
laughed, but it's also a little bit immersion breaking to see him in the game, I think.
it's Keanu Reeves. It's fine. It's the Matrix.
Especially he's gonna be regular. They said he's gonna be a very regular character. So
It's Keanu Reeves.
I don't know. And have you guys noticed it's a new trend? Like, I think since Kojima worked with that guy from Walking Dead on Death Stranding, what's his name? Norman Reeves?
Norman Reedus with the fetus, yeah.
That guy, exactly. Ever since they showed like an actor in a game, everybody's doing that. Like now they've also got that other guy from Walking Dead and the Punisher in the Ubisoft
Call
game.
of Duty did it even earlier.
You're right, Call of Duty did do that. You're right.
It wasn't as frequent, definitely. It's
Yeah.
gaining popularity.
Like
but that's
every-
also because, sorry.
No, yeah.
That's also because games are getting more and more mainstream now, so it makes sense to appeal
Yeah.
celebrities as well.
Like every conference had like a celebrity reveal. Whoa, now let's have him on stage talking to you.
Yeah, another 2012 E3 moment was where they were like, we have these football stars and they will play our games backstage, like on the Microsoft thing. I don't remember what they were playing.
The fuck am I hearing? It sounds like someone playing with giant pipes in the sky.
Not me.
No, I mean outside my window.
Okay.
Tommy pointed out something that made me really laugh in this Cyberpunk video. Tommy, you want to say it yourself? If you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember what you mean.
The
but-
trailer,
okay.
I thought it was a really cool trailer, by the way. It told a really simple story. It was super intense. But yeah, the guy's like bleeding out in the car. He's been shot up. There's there's dismemberment with a knife in the trailer and stuff. But you gotta censor those swear words. Naughty,
Oh, yeah.
naughty. Like,
I think that's also, sorry,
Yeah.
the only conference that's actually censored swear words.
I just love the world that we're in now. Like, what the we're censoring shit, but we're showing a guy's arm literally come off? That's a bit weird to me.
I heard the argument for it once that like, oh, little kids won't go cut up people, but
This
they
is-
say
Right.
swear words.
Little
So,
kids
yeah, it's
don't
dumb
watch
argument.
E3 conferences though.
They
That-
probably do it.
uh,
They probably do nowadays, honestly.
No,
I'm-
because there's no Epic and Fortnite.
Even then, if you're a kid and you see something that you don't like, you can be like, hey, maybe just not watch it. If it says 18, when I was a kid and there was something,
You
I'm
wasn't
talking when
that
I was like
rational
12.
when you were a kid.
No, what, dude? I was pretty rational
Yeah.
as a kid. When I was like 12, I was like, oh shit, I don't want to see blood. But so when there was like a movie or something and it said 18 plus, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just not watch
Yeah,
it.
I would like close my eyes or something. But not all kids do that. And also,
Well,
kids,
yeah,
kids can be
don't fall.
impressionable, but I just don't think swear words is the problem in a. In the trailer with dismemberment, they should allow the swear words and just say, kids, don't watch this fucking trailer. That's.
Yeah, with the fucking.
With the fucking kids. Fucking kids. Don't watch this fucking trailer.
Didn't Twitch also like designate these streams as 18 plus or something?
Oh yeah, they kind of have.
I'm not
to,
sure. Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure they have.
They also showed some Gears of War co-op gameplay, but whatever.
Yeah, that's where the football players were playing it.
What? Gears of
They-
War?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they just... Yeah, wait, did they show... There wasn't real gameplay though, that was a trailer now that I think about it, like a cinematic trailer.
No, it was. Right, they showed the trailer, but then they were like, we will show off the mode as well. Like, what was this, Escape or something?
Yeah, some co-op mode where you have to go and plant a bomb. Bomb has been planted. But... what was that setup, by the way? They like went underground. There's flickering lights and shit, and I could barely, I could barely hear the guy speak over the flickering light. That was funny.
Was really like.
That was E3.
E3.
That was E3. Yeah. Like you're at E3.
So they said they had some relapse back to the good old days.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I don't want it to be lost completely, man. Like that's what I watch E3 for.
Well, that's what we had Ubisoft for, but later.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Next conference, I think, guys. I think we've exhausted Microsoft.
It's fine. It's definitely quantity over quality. Like many of the games were like meh.
For Microsoft?
Yeah. Sure, they had like 60 reveals or whatever, but many of them.
I think it was the best conference though. I didn't watch the Nintendo one, which I hear. I hear the Nintendo one was good. I didn't watch that one, so we'll get onto that.
Next one is should we wrap up Microsoft?
Yeah, I mean, I just honorable mentions. Tales of Arise looked really cool. It was like some JRPG looking thing.
Oh, the new Tales game.
Yeah, the new Tales game. That looked really cool actually. Phantasy Star Online 2 was surprising to hear. And Dragon Ball Z was in this. You're right, actually, Rage.
Yeah.
That looked cool, but yeah, I mean, just another Dragon Ball game, but it looked fun. And that's it. I don't think any of these websites... I should have written notes myself about the indie games, but anyway, yeah. Alright, let's move on. What was the next one? Bethesda, right?
Bethesda.
I didn't watch that one, and I think I'm glad I didn't in the end. I don't think they showed much.
I did. Did you, Tommy?
Nope.
Oh yeah. Okay, then I'm the only one. Well, let me talk about it then.
Alright.
Well, they definitely acknowledged that, not as obviously, but they did acknowledge that Fallout 76 is garbage, or was garbage, and then they announced like, the new expansions that are coming. And guess what, guys? Is coming to Fallout 76. New amazing and innovative things like NPCs and quest lines.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention that Battle Royale is coming as well.
No, first of all, NPCs and quest lines are coming to Fallout 76.
I think it's way too late.
Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, many people moved on, definitely, and so yeah, they showed off Elder Scrolls Blades and that it's coming to Switch, and nobody cared.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
They showed another mobile game, Commander Keen.
Whatever. Let's talk about the interesting stuff. Who cares about Commander Keen on mobile?
There's not much interesting
stuff. Well,
stuff.
then no, there is. There was a little bit.
Yeah, they talked about Wolfenstein's Cyber Pilot.
Yeah, and in preparation for, because, man, Wolfenstein, like every time a game comes out, I hear spoilers and stuff. So that was one of the things I'm gonna play on the Xbox Game Pass. Is Wolfenstein 2, and I'm replaying the first one now for that. Man, but they're pumping these games out. There's a VR one as well, or is that the one you just mentioned?
Yeah, Cyberpunk.
Right.
That's the VR one.
Yeah,
it's still not out.
Yeah, and they're also doing like a co-op one, like I don't know if it's a third game or whatever.
Youngblood, that's the third game. Yeah,
yeah,
Youngblood. That will be playable co-op and single player. I don't know how good that will work out, but we'll see. I suppose it plays like 30 years later or something.
Okay.
Or 20. Yeah. What else was there?
But, one thing that looked really cool to me was that horror game, Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yeah,
that looked awesome.
Like, the trailer looked interesting, but and it's interesting. Like, that's a fully Japanese developer.
Yeah, it's by the guys. Yeah, it's by the guys that made Evil Within. I'm pretty sure it's that team.
Yeah.
Which I loved that game, the first one. I haven't played the second yet.
Yeah, it looked like the trailer looked interesting, the concept looks interesting, but we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
No.
That again, that's a disappointment.
Same as with Deathloop.
Deathloop, the new game by Arcane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was actually kind of funny, and that reminded me of
the premise looks interesting with the rewind time thing and stuff, but how exactly it will work out, we still also haven't seen any gameplay, so we don't know.
Yeah, that game looked. It's just funny that it's all about. I'm gonna guess that you probably choose the character that you want to play as. Kind of like Dishonored 2, I suppose.
We don't know.
I said I'm guessing. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
That you probably like pick a side and you try to kill the other person. Is this the? Am I looking at the right trailer? Yes, I am. I just thought it was funny that this game has been announced at the same time as there was an indie game announced in the Microsoft conference. We kind of skipped over it. I think it was called 12 Minutes.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
That also kind of had the same similar concept where it's like try again and then something. But that trailer was so atmospheric and really cool. Check it out if you haven't. I loved that look. But yeah, this Deathloop also seems pretty cool. And I'm a fan of Arcane, so.
What else was there? Definitely Doom Eternal was the highlight, I
Doom
suppose.
Eternal, yeah, but I mean we both.
More of that. Have you both played 2016 Doom?
Oh, fucking loved that game. It was honestly. It's probably one of my favorite games. I played it only once, but it was like I loved every second of it, dude. That was a good game.
Tell me?
I played it. Yeah, I didn't finish it because fuck.
Yeah, we talked about it. You thought it was okay.
I liked it, but I feel like it was just too much of the same. Like nothing really changed.
That's
so
fair.
Eventually, it was pretty boring.
From Doom 3?
No, he's saying the game itself didn't evolve throughout the playthrough.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I mean. All right.
Like you got a couple of new guns, but in the end, you walk from room to room. Do you shoot all the things? You go to the next room.
Well, that's how Doom was, I suppose. It was definitely a surprise hit back then in 2016, because no one expected Doom to be actual Doom.
For me, the variety came in the level design. It was, but anyway,
definitely, and you still got new weapons.
Yeah, I want to replay it again. I'm really itching to do that.
I will probably replay it before Doom Eternal comes out. Did we get a release date? I don't.
Not that I know of. But that's actually, I'm looking at the list. That's all Bethesda talked about.
Yeah, the Bethesda. I think I grabbed all of it. They didn't show anything about Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah,
they didn't show, and they didn't even mention them properly. They didn't show anything about what was it?
Star something. That's sci-fi game that they're making.
Yeah. Star.
I'm curious to see a new IP from.
So overall, the Bethesda conference was very underwhelming. Sure, we got some Todd Howard and.
All right.
He lied to us again, probably. And the crowd was. I don't know if these people are just crazy for Bethesda or paid actors, but the crowd went wild for the weirdest things.
Yeah, there were one on the bingo card. There was forced cheering for one of them.
Yeah, they were like really. I don't know if they're just rabbit fans.
It's just the people that go to E3.
Crazy.
I mean, I don't know if it's necessarily.
No, the other conferences didn't have that. Like that was really excessive.
Oh, you're talking about the Bethesda one specifically. Maybe.
Yeah, Bethesda one specifically. Like they were cheering at the weirdest things, like blades and whatever. Oh yeah, they showed off new Elder Scrolls Online content, but who cares?
Whatever. I mean, the game looks decent, but whatever. It's not a new interesting thing.
Yeah.
Next was Square Enix, I think.
No, Devolver.
Devolver.
Square Enix was last, right?
I loved most Devolver games that I play, but I just don't care to watch the conference. I get it, it's a parody, it's funny, but I don't really. I'm sure it was good.
It's 20 minutes, so it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Like, I did watch it this time, and I'm really excited about the games.
Yeah, again, I love Devolver games. They're always published really good stuff.
Especially this time, for me at least, it was really interesting. I'm really interested in the new, the one that's coming out in like, what is it, a week?
The one that starts with a C?
My friend Pablo.
Oh yeah, I've been interested.
My friend Pedro, sorry.
I haven't been interested in that one for a long time.
Yeah, I might just grab it.
Yeah, that one looks really cool.
Currently on Steam, yeah.
It's just a crazy.
And it's not a Epic Store exclusive, so.
It's just kind of like a Max Payne kind of game, side scroller where you just jump around and do crazy shit, like wall jump, go slow-mo, bullet time, kill people. It looks like fun. One game I thought was really cool was I don't know how many people are gonna be interested in this, but Fall Guys looked really cute and silly to me. It's a game that's kind of like Takeshi's Castle, and those kind of
Battle Royale Takeshi's Castle.
those just weird Japanese game shows in real life, but just video game form. And they didn't really show gameplay. I saw gameplay on the screenshots of the Steam store. It looks kind of like maybe it'll be Lemmings-y. I'm not really sure, but I don't know.
I think it will be. Isn't it like?
Oh, you think a multiplayer?
Royale? Yeah, multiplayer Battle Royale.
Oh, that also sounds interesting. I don't know.
Knockout. What does the description say? It says massively multiplayer.
Oh wow, okay, that's actually interesting. I didn't even expect that.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds even more fun. Yeah, cool. I'm on board for this one.
I can't hear you, by the way. In case you are talking, and in case you can hear me. Okay, I'm back.
Hello?
Hello?
What's happening today?
For
I
how
don't know,
long did
Discord
you hear
is
us?
dying. You guys just fucking went off.
It's okay, the podcast is over again, the second time. You just missed it, Tommy.
What did you miss? Or what was the last thing you heard?
Oh, it's fine, it doesn't matter.
Whatever, yeah,
Let's move on.
Alright.
Yeah.
Another game really interested. Too bad it's like a year off now.
Yeah.
Carrion.
Yeah, was that the one where you're like a monster?
Yeah.
How do you Carrion gameplay? Let's see. That one.
No, just search it on Steam. It's a trailer. It's like the page has it all.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Carrion Steam. Yeah. That one looked really interesting. The movement system, I don't know. Like I've seen other games where you kind of play as a monster before, but there's something about this one that looked like a lot of fun. I'm pulling up some gameplay right now. There you go. So you play as this weird ass creature. I don't even know how the movement system is gonna be. Is it just you click and then your tentacle will move there? I'm not quite sure.
We don't know yet. Maybe it's also just key based.
I can actually see 20 minutes of uncut gameplay here, if you're interested in watching that later, Rage.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. That looks really interesting. Anything else from Devolver?
There was something else. Like they showed off a few things that they're bringing out, smaller games. Sorry.
Surely there's a. Hang on. There were a few cool things. I'm trying to find a list. There was.
Those were the biggest ones, though. And yeah.
Whatever. I'm sure. Whatever. We'll be here all day if we talk about everything. There were a few cool ones though that are worth mentioning. But whatever. When they come out, I'm sure we'll talk about them.
Yeah,
anyway,
let's
so
move on. Next one.
Square Enix was next.
Okay, that's also one I missed. So I don't know. Not really interested in Square Enix games anyway, so
I love Square Enix games. They publish a lot of good stuff in my opinion. They didn't really show anything that I was interested in. Final Fantasy VII Remake looks cool, but I never played the original. I'll probably play this at some point, but they didn't even announce it for PC, so Square Enix is like Rockstar, where they kind of just like, PC gamers, just keep on guessing if you'll get this game or not. Like I was clenching my ass hoping for them to announce Kingdom Hearts 3 on PC so I can finally fucking play this game after like 15 years I've been waiting or something. But no, I don't know. Like Final Fantasy is on PC, Disney games are on PC, but I don't know if Kingdom Hearts is coming. Who fucking knows? So that's a bit annoying from them. But yeah, there was nothing.
I understand why they wouldn't.
Why they wouldn't bring it to PC?
Because no other Kingdom Hearts games are on PC.
I thought the same. But
yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 came to Xbox, which never had another Kingdom Hearts game. So that argument is out the window, right? I don't know, man. I think they just announced the DLC for it. I think they're probably waiting for all of those to come out, and then they'll be like, Ultimate PC Edition, and they'll throw it on. Yeah. But yeah, Square Enix, I don't think there's much more to talk about.
Well, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Another expansion for their MMO.
Yeah.
The Last Remnant Remastered, which I'm curious about because I played The Last Remnant.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let's move on to... Is that okay?
The next one was... Yeah.
Ubisoft was
Tommy?
the next?
Tommy, are you there?
I'm here, yeah.
Was Ubisoft
Alright.
the next one?
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
Tommy, do you have any opinions on the Square Enix or Bethesda? You've been quiet for a while.
Not really, no.
Alright. Alright, Ubisoft, I have a lot to fucking say. Alright.
So yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Okay.
I saw bits, like really E3-ish bits of it.
As I already told you before we started streaming, Ubisoft was such a waste of my time to watch because 90% of the games were already announced beforehand. I mean, why are they dedicating a whole E3 segment to showing a For Honor timed event? And I don't even understand what the fuck the event is. I just see like some ghostly fucking spirit effects. Like, I like For Honor, but I don't know, why are you showing this?
Didn't they show off gameplay for the newly announced games though?
Well, yeah, we'll get to that. So, the one good thing is they showed gameplay. For example, the first game that they revealed was Watch Dogs 3. I think it's called Legion. The only problem...
Dope.
Yeah, I actually went in with like, I don't give a fuck. Because Watch Dogs 2 was one of the very few games in the last like 10 years that I stopped playing midway. I just got so bored. Even though I recognize that it's an okay game, but I just didn't need to play more Watch Dogs, I guess. And the driving was fucking boring and terrible in my opinion. But Watch Dogs Legion, and again, NPC stuff has been done like this before, but Legion did it really interestingly where basically, for those of you that don't know, you could supposedly take control of any NPC or recruit them, I guess, into your resistance force. And then they will be your character. Like, there's no main character. You don't play as Ezio or whatever. You just find people and then they're your guys. Kind of like, I guess, XCOM in a weird way, or like, you kind of make up your own story and your own main characters. One thing, though, that I'm very suspicious about is, like, you guys watched the Watch Dogs gameplay?
A little bit of it, yeah.
Okay.
You can
Like-
play as Grandma. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was, dude. That was so funny. Where the fuck did my slipper go? There is a lot of. I love I love that you could just recruit a grandma. She was so badass. Like the way she
If
acted.
possible, I will probably grab the game at some point.
Me too.
definitely.
I'm actually really interested. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah. If possible, I will have a resistance force made of
Only grandmas.
digitally very adept, like grandma hackers. and
Dude,
shit.
but I love that you can do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be parts of the game that are gonna be really slow because you can't like parkour and stuff. Because each NPC has their own traits. But yeah, one thing that I'm suspicious of is in the if you guys watch the trailer, the first guy that you play as, let's just call him Sam. I don't remember his name. He like gets killed at some point. Like just the player fails. Like it's just you know, fluent, whatever. In gameplay, you died, and then in the cutscene later on, they're referring to him, and they're like, one guy's like, oh, "Did he make it?" And the other one's like, "No, he died." But like, I don't know how real that is, because surely they must have written bajillion lines of dialogue to do that, to pull that off. Because you can use any NPC, and then they also check if one of them died, and then the other one carries over the same quest. Like, how much of that is real, and how much of that is scripted for this trailer? You know, because that made it interesting. But
They didn't put up release or anything, right?
no. But that, I don't know, that just smells of Ubisoft trailer to me, where it's like
Vertical slice, yeah.
Then
yeah, it seemed interesting, but
Just don't trust
yeah.
Ubisoft at the pre. That's it.
One thing though, they revealed Watch Dogs Legion with a trailer. It was like a 5-minute trailer, and it was like boom, 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 all these points, and I was like, cool, that looks awesome. And then trailer ends, a guy starts speaking for 10 minutes. He's just talking about everything we just saw. Like, he's describing and explaining everything, and I started falling asleep. And then after him, they show another trailer doing the exact same shit. So they talked about the game 3 times for like 30 minutes. And it was at that moment I was like, they don't have anything to show this year. It's gonna be like 5 games, and I was totally right, and I wasted my fucking time because Watch Dogs Legion was the only cool thing in my opinion there. I was hoping for something Rayman, nothing Rayman. We got some Just Dance, and they started dancing on the fucking stage.
Oh, that's E3, yeah.
I mean that shit sells like hotcakes.
Dude, I'm not even knocking the game. I'm sure the games are fun. I would like to try them one day, but I don't need... It's like FIFA. You don't need to announce it at E3. Like, people know another one's coming. You don't need to dance on the stage. It's like, fuck, stop. I don't know. And, what else?
Have you seen the Rainbow Six thing?
Yeah, so that was kind of interesting. There were rumors of it leading up to it. Tell me, why don't you talk about it a little bit?
Well, what is there to say?
Okay, you're a bit laggy. Let me talk about it. You're a bit laggy.
wait. Let's
oh no, wait. Yeah. Hello, is that better?
Yes, it sounds a lot better.
Fucking Discord. Why are you becoming like Skype? Stop! Don't do this to me.
Yeah, it's turning into Skype more and more every day. Anyways.
All right.
So, oh fuck, maybe I'm too cynical for this shit, but this is like a very
Sorry, what was it called? So I just look up. So I look up the gameplay and show.
Fuck.
Outbreak? No,
it's not Outbreak.
I'm just gonna search Siege E3.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Whatever. You talk about it. Yeah, you talk about it.
I think it's Contagion or some shit.
Quarantine. Quarantine.
Yeah. So essentially, what I think personally, this is my personal opinion. I have no evidence whatsoever, but literally, what I think is they took out, like last year, they had a season in Rainbow Six Siege, which was called Outbreak. And it was essentially like a zombie survival game. There was some like cool stuff. You could play as the Rainbow Six operators, and you would like defend sort of waves. And you do like a small mission. And
it was basically like Left 4 Dead. Like it was
yeah, pretty much.
It was kind of like Left 4 Dead.
Pretty much. And then when that season ended, they were the devs were like, yeah, so this was really cool, but we don't want to keep updating it and stuff. Which I think is a really dumb excuse because you could just make it as a separate game and just not update it. But okay, cool. If you don't want to update it, maybe you want to like take it to a different spin in a later season or some shit. But no, instead they just literally just took out all of that. Don't let you play it anymore, and then resell it again as a different game. It's literally even like in the same Rainbow Six Siege universe because in the trailer it was kind of like first person. The guy was lying on the ground, and in the trailer you could see like him bleeding out or some shit, and then Ella and Vigil.
Oh yeah, I didn't notice that it's actually Ella. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Ella and Vigil coming, and they like saved that guy or whatever.
Okay,
so I feel this is like really lazy.
Right,
in my opinion.
I disagree, and I'll say why. When that mode came out initially for Rainbow Six, I was so surprised how much effort they put into it. I was really like, this could be its own game. I mean, it wasn't like perfect, but for Siege to be a multiplayer game, they had to like rework probably some of the basic coding even to make it like a co-op game. I mean, I guess they had the terrorist mode, but whatever. You actually progress. They added voice lines to all the characters. There were like whole new zombie models, and for something temporary I was like, what the fuck? And I barely got to play it, unfortunately. I played it only like twice, 3 times. I thought there was a lot of effort, and I would have gladly paid for it as its own like separate game. And now that's what they're doing because they realize like we worked so fucking hard on it. And Tommy, I don't think it's just what you said, like they just stripped it out and they're gonna sell it. They're probably gonna add a lot more missions.
Well, yeah,
and
obviously,
stuff.
Yeah. But still, I don't know, man.
I don't think we were not entitled to that mode. When I bought Siege, that mode wasn't in there, and I paid for Siege. You know, this was like a bonus fun thing. That's like, yeah, I don't know. Like if Overwatch, took out Lucio Ball and sold it separately, I would get it. It's like, okay, like Lucio Ball is cool and it's high quality and stuff, but there's not that much content in there. But this was really, I think it was really impressive, and I totally understand it. And as long as they add more to it and make it a whole Left 4 Dead game with many campaigns and many characters, I'm totally on board. I don't know if I'll buy it on day one, but I think it's totally valid to do that.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm still salty about that they just took it out of Rainbow. Like they could have just left it in, and then maybe
that's just a mistake on their part. They probably should have realized before releasing it as an event. They should have been like, maybe let's sell this as its own game. Then maybe you wouldn't have been so,
I don't know,
like, dude. You wouldn't feel like something was taken away from you. I get it. But yeah, I think they're in their right too. Rage, you have something to say about that, or should we just move on?
I don't care.
All right.
If they want to do it, they should do it. They didn't keep it in. Sure, because thematically it doesn't actually fit to the.
Well, that doesn't really matter. That's not. Who cares? It's just it's an extra mode. It doesn't matter if it's thematical.
Some people care.
Well, that's a stupid opinion to care if an optional mode.
And maybe the developers care. Who knows?
I don't think that's the reasoning behind any of it.
Well, I don't know.
All right, fine. The next thing about Ubisoft, they showed Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Did they show any gameplay?
No, not actual real gameplay. And I fucking fell asleep, man. It was just the guy from the celebrity boy from Walking Dead. Just talking like in it. It was the Punisher. I think he also plays the Punisher.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That guy. I think he's like the villain of Ghost Recon or something. I'm not entirely sure. And he was just talking, whatever, boring CG trailer, really uninspired. And then they showed a gameplay trailer, gameplay in quotation marks, like it was very cinematic and stuff. I thought that looked really boring. And the worst part is that actually when they revealed Ghost Recon like a month ago, I thought it looked surprisingly interesting. And now they're showing this boring stuff.
I have a concern about the new Ghost Recon where they turn it into a co-op, like a co-op thing that you have to play co-op. You cannot play solo.
I doubt that they'll ever no, they actually announced. I think it was for this game. They announced AI companions for people who want to play single player.
There are AI companions before as well, like in all the Ghost Recon.
But they announced it like it was a thing.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Just they were in the previous versions, or not versions. The previous games there were always AI companions. Because I think Future Soldier you could play with 4 people.
Yeah. I mean, in what was the last one called? Wildlands. They probably removed it from that AI.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
If you were playing solo, you had always AI.
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
No, my issue is they were announcing like classes and with the gadgets and shit. It's like that's not how it is. Everyone could do anything, and your role was specified by the weapons you carry.
Right. Yeah. That's fair enough. I liked it. I mean, it looks like generic co-op Ubisoft game, modern game nowadays. Like, you know, you ping enemies, you have your flying drone to scout, you whatever. But it looks fun. It looks fine. You know, I'll pick it up for €5 one day. Yeah. I mean, it looked fine. But the way they revealed it at the Ubisoft conference was so boring. At least for me, anyway.
Tell me about Gods and Monsters.
That also looked interesting, but no gameplay. So, but Gods and Monsters was a game that for some reason everyone's comparing to Breath of the Wild because there's green grass and it's slightly cartoony. Even though Breath of the Wild is like cell shaded, I don't understand it. I don't see the comparison. We don't even know how the gameplay is gonna be. Okay, no, you know what? Never mind. Now that I rewatch it, it looks a little bit Breath of the Wild-y. I guess I was just thinking of the character model itself. The grass, fine, whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, it really looks like I also seen the trailer. It really looks after Breath of the Wild took some lessons from Ubisoft games. No, this is taking some lessons from Breath of the Wild.
Yes, this is Greek mythology inspired, which I was talking about earlier. I think Greek mythology is really interesting, so it would be cool to see some of that, but no gameplay, so I have no idea if I should be excited or not. But yeah, whatever, I'll keep my eye on it for now. They showed some Division 2 stuff. Who cares? Like, yeah, they wasted the Ubisoft one. They shouldn't have had a conference this year. They showed only 3 new games or something. Oh, Roller Champions.
Oh wait, Gods and sorry.
No, go on.
Gods and Monsters is made by the Ascreed people?
Ascreed Odyssey team specifically.
Right.
Roller Champions is a game they showed off. It's a game that was also rumored beforehand. It was kind of like leaked. People are comparing it like Rocket League because it's futuristic sports, I guess. But it's a rollerblading game where you basically go in a zero-shaped track, like kind of whatever, basic racetrack, and you grab the ball, and then you have to, once you make one full loop, you then have the ability to throw the ball through like a like a rugby ring or like a Quidditch from Harry Potter, like a ring. You throw the ball through there, and that's how you score. And then depending on how many loops you do prior to throwing the ball, you get more points. So
it seems like a risk reward thing.
Yeah, like I always like fictional sports games. Those are always interesting to me. And the thing at the Ubisoft conference which was surprising, was they were like, you can play it right now. So I literally downloaded it right when he said that. It's not the whole game, but it's like the alpha or beta or something. I think I was a bit too early because I found no players, so I just stopped. I haven't tried it yet. But it seems interesting. I don't know how well it'll do, but it seems... I can see this gameplay loop getting stale, I think. Like, I don't know, going around in a ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
doesn't seem there's too much depth to it.
Yeah, it seems interesting, the idea itself, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how long it would keep people interested. But yeah, that was... Whatever,
really surprising, nothing about the new Good and Evil.
Yeah, I was expecting that, but they've been hyping it a lot the last year, so...
Or Skulls and Bones.
Yeah, that never seemed good to me, but we'll see. Man, it was Rayman's 20th anniversary like last year, and Rayman 2's 20th anniversary this year, and they did a speedrun beforehand to celebrate that. I was expecting some sort of love for Rayman, like a remaster or Rayman 4, or even a new game from the Origins Legend series, like just something, because those games are so great, all of them, and we're getting nothing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm hopeful we'll get one at some point, but... And I'm actually worried about Beyond Good and Evil, because the first one was single player and cool. I love that one, but the second one is co-op focused, and there's like a lot of ship stuff. I just hope they don't completely forget what made the first one interesting. Yeah.
Did anyone of you watch the PC Gamer conference?
I wanted to, but yeah, all these are like in American time, so I was asleep. And I just couldn't be bothered.
Oh, that's the PC Gamer are usually always skipped. So
they're actually I think they're pretty good ones actually. They show off some cool things. I don't know if I have a list here. Let me just try to get one quickly. They showed some decent stuff. They showed oh, does anyone have a list to talk about one of them? PC Gamer E3 show. Here you go, I got a list here. Okay, so they showed a bit of Elden Ring, whatever, Cyberpunk. No, this is not fucking... I'm on PC Gamer, they don't even show off their own games they're talking about. Oh, just a really quick diversion. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, they announced that Spec Ops is coming back.
Ooh!
Yeah, right? Well, that excited
what?
me. The co-op mode from Modern Warfare. The new one will have a co-op mode.
Good.
Yeah, I loved that mode. So I'm like 10 times more excited about the game now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where this was shown, but Dying Light 2 looked amazing. I'm so excited for that.
Oh yeah, I think that was Microsoft.
I think that was Microsoft. I don't know why I didn't see it in any of the lists. Probably because it wasn't a new really revealed game. Man, yeah, you guys should get on. Both of you should finish off the first one. This second one is looking so awesome. I really love it. Yeah. Oh, what did you guys think of? I think this was in the Square Enix one. The Marvel game. Did you guys see that?
It looked pretty interesting, but
really?
Yeah,
I thought it was okay.
Don't care. I like the franchise, like the movie franchise, but I don't care for the game at all.
All right. I haven't.
don't know. I thought it's alright.
I mean, it looks fine, but we didn't see real gameplay again.
Yeah.
You just see, yeah. And also, a big no-no is, from what I'm understanding, it's gonna be some weird system where I think you can like get heroes later after launch, and then you get their part of the game. Supposedly for free though, if you buy the game. But I don't know, to segment it in this weird way, it gives me like Hitman vibes.
Skylanders?
Yeah, or like Skylanders, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's weird. So there you go.
It reminds me a little bit of like the old, if anybody has played like these old movie tie-in games.
Yeah,
like
I've played
there was
a lot
like
of
some
those.
Shrek games and stuff like that. And it looks a lot like that, honestly.
I don't know, but we don't really see gameplay here though to know that.
Well, there's a tiny bit of it. It seems like, yeah, there's like multiple characters. Maybe you have to switch for them. Like maybe you have to get to switch to Thor so you can smash some big rock with your hammer or some shit.
We also skipped over this. I don't know what conference this was. I think Microsoft. The new Darksiders game. Did you guys see that?
Damn, I didn't even know that was announced.
Okay, well, it's not like the other ones at all. I know they're all a little bit different, but this one is a co-op top-down shooter.
Okay, I'm out.
Like a twin-stick shooter.
That's not like the actual fourth.
No, I don't think it's the fourth game, but it has strife and war. So I think it's before the first game, maybe. This guy.
But because I know they announced the fourth one.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think this is like a little bonus game. I mean, I was disappointed because I didn't go into the trailer knowing that, expecting that. But then after I watched the gameplay, I was like, okay, it looks kind of fun. Gives me like I don't know what vibes, whatever. Gives me vibes. But it looks okay. But yeah, it's definitely not for everyone.
Maybe.
Unless this is what they announced, but I think they announced the fourth one and it was like, really? The third one didn't do well? Unless this is what they meant, and then I would be very disappointed.
I mean, I would just love if we have... Fuck, I wish the other games wouldn't exist. I played the third one, but the third one didn't look really interesting, but I fucking loved the first one.
I loved the first one, the second one as well.
The second one I really didn't like that much.
That was also one of the few games I stopped playing halfway, actually. I really wanted to like it, but it wasn't as good as the first for me. I might revisit it, though.
Oh, now on a retrospective, maybe you should play it again, the first one, and see how fucking close to Zelda it is.
Yeah,
it's like,
I would like to. I played it years ago, so...
It's like a carbon copy. It's so crazy, but it's really fun. It's like a more grown-up Zelda with big sword and big demon.
Alright. I sent you guys a link at the PC Gaming Show. They showed off some gameplay of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Gameplay?
Gameplay in quotation marks, Rage. Because it wasn't really. It was a little bit of running, as you guys can see here. Just a little bit of like gameplay footage, but it's all scripted footage. And they like...
I'm very, very excited for that one. I really loved the first one. Did you play it?
No, but I hear really good things. And I was always interested in playing it, so...
Really should.
I will, yeah. I definitely will.
Just if you decide to play it, just grab a few fan mods that fix a lot of bugs.
Is it kind of like Deus Ex? Is that the genre, more or less? Like...
No, it is a RPG.
Deus Ex is an RPG. Okay.
Full on RPG? Full?
I guess we need to go into semantics, what you mean by full, but...
Super full?
Alright. I mean, yeah, this Deus Ex is an RPG, yeah. I would describe it as that. Also, depending on which ones you're talking about, maybe more than others. But yeah, that looked... I mean, they didn't really show much gameplay, honestly. Okay, that didn't really interest me. Oh, this was fucking weird. Chivalry 2.
Oh, was there an announcement?
Yep, look, there's a trailer.
A bit late.
The timing... yeah, but guys, there's a kicker.
Yeah.
Not only, I mean, Chivalry. Watch it, by the way. Watch it. It looks the same as the first one, just with prettier. Like the animations and stuff are exactly the same. But the timing, man, like right after Mordhau is doing so well and just released. But the best part, guys, Epic exclusive. So, man, they are really shooting themselves in the foot, I think, with that. Or
yeah, I think I will just stick to Mordhau then.
Or maybe they're doing that because they were afraid of sales, and Epic guarantees them a bit of money by making an exclusive.
Who knows? If they make like some really amazing siege mode or something like that.
It looks like there is a bit of siege. There's like catapulting and stuff.
Like a proper siege mode where you actually siege a castle, but not just push the cart, but more.
Yeah.
Sure.
Man, I would have been so excited for this one if Mordhau didn't exist, but I already have my Chivalry 2, so
pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A bit late.
Yeah.
a bit late.
That was kind of interesting, but barely any footage. Oh, there's a Sniper Elite VR game, which is a little bit interesting, but
that sounds awful, especially since like seeing things really far away or like really small.
Wait,
you mean fucking difficult?
Well, not with the scope. Tommy.
Well, yeah, but you need to find the people before you scope into them.
Let me guess, Rage, what you're gonna say. You can see balls exploding up close in VR.
In VR.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't know if there's gonna be X-ray mode. We'll see. Shenmue 3 coming to Epic exclusive.
Yeah, release coming.
Auto chess coming to Epic exclusive. Did you guys know the story about auto?
Not auto chess.
No, like there was Dota Auto Chess was a mod, and then Valve wanted to make one themselves, so they separated. They told these modders like, hey, let's make something together, and then they said, okay, it didn't really work out, so we're gonna each make our own separate auto games. So Valve is gonna go and make Dota Auto Chess their own, and then these guys are gonna make their own, but they're bringing it to Epic. Very strange. Is this?
The money's right.
Yeah, this game looked kind of cool. I don't know how many people will care about it. Valfaris. Here you go.
No clue.
There's some gameplay. It looks like a kind of like Castlevania a little bit, like this old school. But man, it just looks like so just Doom side scroller basically. Like you're really just fucking shit up in this hellish like. I don't know if it's like there's some robotic parts or biological parts. I don't know. It looked cool, and there was like a metal soundtrack. I really dig the look of that. It looked pretty fun.
Oh, that's fine, yeah.
These are all the PC gamer stuff. Oh, there's Man Eater, some shark game by Tripwire. Did any of you play like Jaws back in the day?
No.
I loved that game.
I didn't play any, like even the recent shark games I didn't play. So.
Well, those are a little bit different.
This looks like fuck, this was like announced in the Nintendo thing, but fuck, I forgot what that game is called. The really old like sideways shooter.
Contra?
Contra, yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
it does look like.
It looks a lot like Contra,
like Contra,
and I really like Contra, so.
Yeah, and that's all I'm seeing from this list. I don't really remember anything else from the PC Gamer show of note. So they showed a little bit of Planet Zoo, but that's coming out later in this year. That's what I'm excited for. Oh, Spyro Reignited is announced for PC, so I'm happy for that. But yeah,
nice.
That's the PC.
Shall we move on to the best conference?
So is that the last one, Nintendo?
I think so, yeah.
So it's the only one I didn't watch because I'm kind of new to Nintendo spectrum. Like, I mean, I played the occasional Mario game back in the day, but you guys know I just started Zelda for the first time, Metroid for the first time. But I didn't want like spoilers because I'm not fully caught up.
All right. Yeah, you should have watched it. No spoilers.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Whatever. You guys can fill me in now. So.
Well, I have to say this Nintendo Direct. Like after this Direct on Nintendo, I will definitely grab a Switch now.
Nice. 100%. So they did their job.
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced some like really cool shit. And
like the Luigi's Mansion 3 looks amazing.
Dude, that looked fucking. Yeah, I saw that a little bit. I've always wanted to play that series. Like, I love Luigi and I love cartoony horror. So, and yeah, I saw a little bit of that and it looked so cool, man. I need to play those old ones.
What else was there?
Well, there was like one thing which blew me out of the fucking water.
Oh,
I was almost crying.
At the end.
They did like a little for like new Smash characters. They always make like intros. Like they make like kind of like tiny movies.
Yeah,
and,
a reveal.
They repeated, yeah, like a reveal thing, and they repeated one from last time where there was like Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong sitting in the jungle, and then boom, something crashes down, and it's like you can see a silhouette of one character, and then the other one comes in and crushes them, and then it's the silhouette again. Anyways,
wait, I just want to show it here. Like the way they do it is really funny. I actually saw it earlier.
It's really, really funny, and holy fucking shit, they announced Banjo and Kazooie for Smash. Oh my god, I'm so fucking happy, guys.
The reveal how it goes to Duck Hunt, and then everyone's like, what the fuck? That's so funny. But yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah, so what this means essentially is we haven't had a new, like a decent Banjo-Kazooie game. It used to be made by Rare. Rare is not part of Nintendo anymore.
Yeah.
They're bought by Microsoft, and we didn't have a new like a decent Banjo-Kazooie in literally like 15, 20 years.
After Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah, Nuts and Bolts wasn't
downhill.
It wasn't a Banjo-Kazooie game anyways. But that's all I want. I just want a really good Banjo-Kazooie game again. I didn't like the one that Rare made, but like just a new one with like the bear and the bird because I really like the characters. And I really like the whole like collect everything everywhere.
Yeah, those always looked really fun. Those games. I wanted to play them at some point.
They're super duper great. So I'm really really excited. And it was like Nintendo is so fucking good at one thing. Like there's a lot of things Nintendo can't do, but what they can do well is bring nostalgia back. And every single time I watch like a Super Mario game or some shit, they manage to like give me goosebumps. It's crazy.
Yeah, their marketing
and the
is.
same with the bands.
Their marketing and hype building is really good.
Yeah, exactly. And the same went for the Banjo-Kazooie thing. They showed the characters. They showed the old they like play the old music. Even I don't know if anybody even noticed that the every Smash character they announced, they have like a little catchphrase. Like it's like Mario joins the battle, or like Link is the hero that we need, or some shit. And then for Banjo-Kazooie was are raring in or something like that. And it's like, oh yeah, that's a nod to Rare. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. I love.
I'm excited.
I'm a sucker for collab games where you see all these characters that shouldn't be together, like in Heroes of the Storm or Sonic Race All Stars Transformed and stuff. I love that shit. Like just seeing characters from different universes interact.
Have you seen
That
all
Smash
the
would definitely be for you.
Yeah.
have you seen all the Smash characters? Like it's crazy. What's in
Again,
there.
I got stuff spoiled for me just from looking at characters. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hold off until I play. I'm almost done with the Zelda series, so then I can finally like play Smash without worrying.
You can play Smash right now. There's no spoiler characters anymore.
Like I got spoiled that in Ocarina of Time, Zelda had like that alter ego.
Oh, the Sheik thing.
Yeah. So there's nothing else like that.
No.
At least, actually, if I play the old Smash Bros, which is the one that's most popular on GameCube, that's like Ocarina of Time era only. So I'll be safe. Yeah.
No, it's latest Smash. There are all characters.
Yeah, but yeah.
All of them.
But people,
there's like 4 different links now.
but people love Melee, right? That's the GameCube one, so I think I should.
Yeah.
That's the safest
People love
one.
Melee, but many say Ultimate is Ultimate.
Okay.
No, it is a very, very good version.
Okay, I'll see.
Very strong
Yeah,
one.
tell me what else was good at the Nintendo.
Other announcements: Animal Crossing for people who care.
Do we keep the last one for the end?
Yeah, keep the last one
Let's
for
keep
the
the
end.
last one for the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Animal Crossing New Horizons looked interesting.
Looks cool. It's like Animal Crossing, but this time it's kind of survival.
There are new like additions that look very interesting.
Yeah.
Pokemon, the new Pokemon looks great so far. I'm not invested in it anymore. Like,
it's finally 3D. I'm like, hell
Yeah, dude. I mean, how long did it take
3D
them?
for a while. It has been 3D
Yeah,
for a while. Though.
yeah.
Well, sort of. Sort of.
No, Y and X is definitely 3D.
I'm excited for Pokemon, but I'll play it in like 10 years. So
yeah, now it's also open world. It looks interesting. Just for me, it's even the like story or whatever. It's always the similar loop, so that's why I'm looking
for
out of
Pokemon,
it,
you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I played. I recently, because I wanted to show them to Simi. We played from the first one up to like the 5th generation, back to back. And they're all the same, dude. But they're fun.
Gets tiring, yeah.
Yeah, but we took a break and now it's been like 2 years. I might revisit them again now. The next ones.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening remake.
Yeah,
that's been announced earlier. It looks really cool though.
Looks hella tight.
What I like about it is they put in like a dungeon maker sort of, where you can create your own dungeons, and if you run it and like you like do it well or something, you get good rewards or some stuff.
I just it
looks really cool.
I'm afraid to show off fucking Nintendo's trailer because I don't want to get copyright striked. Even
they don't do that usually anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're not that strict on it anymore, but yeah. I mean, on trailers maybe.
Astral Chain looks quite interesting.
Oh,
that's definitely a game you would enjoy, Gana.
I'll look into it. Thank you. Let me see.
It's platinum. That's right.
Ah, okay, yeah. Dude, I need to catch up on many platinum games.
Yeah, Cadence of Hyrule looks fun. I suppose.
Yeah, that
I don't
was
know.
so
Did
unexpected.
any one of you play Crypt of the Necrodancer?
Yeah, I love that game. Dude, it's so hard. Like, it's fucking hard, dude. The dragons are so OP, man. I do so well, and the dragons just come and ruin my run.
So yeah, that's also coming.
Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh, I'm installing it right now.
It's like Necrodancer with.
It's literally, it's literally that. It's literally
right. I see the character.
Yeah,
it's really cool.
Right.
It looks really cool.
Oh wow! Whoa, cool. Is this it probably won't come to Steam though, right? Because it has. I saw a link on the poster.
No, that's Switch.
Oh, that sucks.
Like,
I'm not excited anymore.
Get a Switch.
Fuck. Honestly, like, I'm a PC gamer, but Switch looks enticing, and also the PlayStation 4. But I think I'm gonna wait for the next generation. The next generation is gonna come out next year, and then I'll just get a PS4 cheap used and Switch as well. Actually,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
Should I move on? Yeah.
No, Tommy, you wanted to say something.
No, I'm just saying, the Switch is like by far the best console I've ever had out of all of my consoles. It's like I play on when I'm at home, I play on my PC. Everything's nice, everything's better. But the Switch, you just take anywhere, and you just put on your little stand. Like you can be at the fucking airport. You put it on your lap. You play Switch.
Right. I don't know if that's something I'm interested in. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the games are really good too.
It's the games. Yeah.
The game exclusivity is what.
Yeah, it's like both of it.
Yeah.
Like even this new Super Mario that came out like 2 years ago or so. Odyssey, yeah. By far the best Super Mario they've ever made. It's like crazy good, and like if I say it's the best Super Mario, that's like a really high fucking praise.
All right.
It's such a good. There's so many games that are like Nintendo games that are super underrated because I was like, oh yeah, just for the Switch, I guess, and you can play it on the go. But like it's like really good games all to play on the go.
With the Switch, you could even play Doom on the go. Like
yeah, you could.
Doom.
Not that
they
I
also
want
announced
to.
Doom Eternal is coming to Switch as well.
At the dentist's office.
Witcher.
Just you're sitting at the dentist's office near the kid, and you just like he can watch you slay demons.
Yeah, you just put it. You put it like on the table you're waiting on, just for everybody to see.
All right, yeah. Next.
They're bringing the Witcher.
Panzer Dragoon remake they announced. Witcher, like the complete edition, they announced for Switch. I'm very curious how much graphical fidelity will have to go down for it to run smoothly.
Oh yeah, it looked a little bit pixelated, but I guess.
Yeah.
They had like a lot of weeb games, like all of those like Asian anime. They had like 3 games that were like, oh, we have flying mechs, and that wasn't quite my thing. Then they had like the Secret of Mana remake, which was
Collection of Mana is.
Oh, Collection of Mana, I guess.
Yeah, all the 3 games are for the first time are officially ported to US and EU.
So yeah, those are really good.
That was a big thing, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I really wanted to play those.
Not just Collection of Mana, also a new Mana game.
I don't even know I just knew Secret of Mana, and I used to play it a little bit, but I don't know. I kind of forgot about it, and then I really had fun.
Yeah, No More Heroes 3. I never played.
Yeah, I hear great things, but they're always on consoles I don't own, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fire Emblem, they showed a bit more of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Really excited for that. I will definitely grab a Switch before it comes out in July 26th.
Alright.
But I love the Fire Emblem games, they're amazing.
Yeah, I heard really good things about them. But
yeah,
they bring out Contra.
You would be interested maybe since it's definitely is like turn-based.
Fire Emblem, yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah. They announced Resident Evil 5 and 6 for the Switch.
Holy shit!
Alright. So you can go and punch boulders
anywhere you want.
Mario and Sonic Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020.
I mean, yeah, why?
Well, it makes sense.
Did
It's
you not expect it?
I didn't expect it because I feel like they stopped doing that. Those two collabing a long time ago. That was like a very Wii era thing. I feel like.
The last one is the first one was made on like when was it? Really old.
Look at Eggman. He's in his sports gear. Look at him run.
And he's faster than Sonic in the trailer, yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at Yoshi.
definitely
Oh, Yoshi doing
curious
some
about
Tony Hawk stuff. Nice. That looks fun.
And then there is the really big one. That's the last announcement they made. Was for Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh yeah, that surprised me because
That surprised.
I feel like Zelda, and it's almost don't trash me immediately for saying this. It's almost a bit disappointing because I feel like one cool thing about Zelda is they always take a break and then make something a little bit like it's a different universe or whatever. And then now this is a direct sequel right after. It's exactly what happened with Final Fantasy 13. Every final.
What happened with Majora's Mask as well.
Yeah, I was about to say Majora's Mask was the exact.
Yeah, you're right. But I feel like the atmosphere and theme were so dark that I separated in my head anyway a little bit. I don't know. I didn't see the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, so I don't know.
That's what they're doing now.
Is it different enough?
Oh my god!
Don't
it's
know.
like
you can definitely watch the trailer.
we don't know, but
Aonuma
Aonuma said that who is the lead developer said that essentially they wanna like make it darker than Majora's Mask, which I'm like
darker than Majora's Mask.
Yes.
Okay,
in the trailer,
I'm now in. I'm now set. Yeah.
In the trailer, they had like the corpse of Ganondorf.
Oh boy.
Like being resurrected.
Did you just spoil that I fight Ganondorf at the end of Breath of the Wild?
Oh no!
What the fuck, dude?
Wait, what if you don't?
What if you don't? He's never
oh, no, you have. Oh my god.
Whoa. Alright. Okay.
Anyway,
I'm not. I didn't fully hear what Rage said. I don't want spoilers, so.
It's okay. Yeah.
What I wanted to say,
I thought about it.
If you think about it, it makes certain sense because of the way the ending of Breath of the Wild is. I will not spoil anything.
I fucking whatever.
Yeah, you could expect something afterwards.
Okay, so it's
they didn't deliver that in any of the DLCs for the Breath of the Wild.
Oh, so you kind of saw that they'll probably do a sequel or something.
You could see it
right?
if you knew the ending. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm very excited now, and I will definitely grab a Switch and play it.
I'm really like, oh my god, I'm so torn on all of it because Breath of the Wild was great because it had like this huge, massive world, and as it looks like, either they're gonna have to make it all underground, or they're gonna have to teleport you to some like alternate universe, or they're gonna have to reuse whatever the fuck is going on. Because like in the trailer, like the premise is that the castle essentially lifts up. I don't know if it goes up into the air, but it definitely lifts up. And like some dark cave underneath gets open, and then there's like a lot of stuff going on. Also,
I just hope because it seemed to me like everyone loved Breath of the Wild because it was so different and like it was a breath of fresh air. And I'm hoping for the series that this next one is also not gonna rely too much on the previous game and it's gonna try and do its own cool new things.
I think it does, and like here's my very, very bold prediction. First off, why the fuck does Zelda have short hair? What the fuck is going on? And also, it seems like. Did
you just spoil Zeldas in the game? Yeah, go on.
All of the Zeldas. Actually, Tetra didn't have long hair. Whatever. Point being, in the trailer, it looks like there's like Zelda is very prominent in there, and it never really has been in the Zelda games, which is kind of ironic. Like she's there, she exists.
Yeah, I hear that
together.
In Spirit Tracks or Phantom Hourglass, she's a lot more prominent. But I don't know if you played those.
Could be. I haven't played those.
Right, there you
but
go.
like in the 3D ones, the like main console ones.
Yeah.
You never really play with her, and in this game, it's like you see it immediately. You're with her the entire time. Maybe it's like sort of a co-op experience where you play as Zelda.
The trailer is mostly cut from the beginning of the game. So
Maybe.
Who knows how much she will be there throughout the game.
Maybe.
And also, Breath of the Wild is like. Sure, there was in every Legend of Zelda game there's a bond between Link and Zelda and like the Triforce and shit. But I think in Breath of the Wild, the Link is even more special. Like the connection between those three. So
sort of, but
maybe
like
they will emphasize more on it. I don't know.
I wish they give it a little bit more of a story and like.
We'll see. It's a reveal trailer. Of course, there will be nothing there yet.
Yeah, I feel like the story last time was kind of a little bit tacked on. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's like always the same thing. It's like Zelda has this problem, and Zelda has that problem, and it's like, oh yeah, we know. But here's another cutscene where you can see that Zelda has exactly this problem.
Okay.
Like, oh come on, you could have told me something else, please.
I'm curious. I'm almost there. I have like 2 more games to play, and I'll get there. So.
Yeah, and then you spend. I'm like 100 hours into Breath of the Wild. I'm trying to 100% it, but
I still need to finish all the DLC. Maybe I will get onto that.
Well, the DLC isn't really like. I don't know. The DLC for Zelda is kind of weird.
Oh, there is good DLC for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's like story based, but most of it is like, oh, here's sort of a thing that's like one of the DLCs is literally you get a bike.
Gameplay, yeah. Some of the DLC is more of the gameplay, like more sophisticated, like more harder and stuff, because people really enjoyed the gameplay of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because there's so much stuff you could do. Like there's so many possibilities how you can dispatch enemies, or how can you approach them even. So yeah, you can do some really creative shit.
By the way, that's also a thing that's like really cool about Nintendo, which I also really enjoyed in Breath of the Wild. Like the old Nintendo games are always like, they have this problem that they're like easy fucking peasy, nothing you need to like worry about. You'll never get stuck on something that's really difficult. But the newer Nintendo games, like the Super Mario Odyssey, I noticed it first. You can finish the game really easily, but if you want to do the bonus stuff, that stuff is fucking difficult. Holy shit! And the same with Breath of the Wild. They have like one of the DLCs brings in a secondary mode, which is what I'm playing, which is called Master Mode, where like the enemies are fucking scary. You have to run away from fucking everything at the start, and then you have a this is like a very minor spoiler. There's like a mode in the game where you essentially, it strips off all of your weapons. There's like several occasions where this can happen. It strips off all of your weapons and all of your armor and then starts you like fresh. And then you have to beat certain enemies. And this one thing, I cannot fucking beat it to save my life. But it puts you into like sort of an arena, and it gives you like a mini Breath of the Wild. It's like, oh, there's like a tree, there's some fruits on there, you can take those, you can cook those. You have like a camp of enemies, and then you have to use all of the tools available to like beat those enemies. So it tests like your skill with everything you know. And it's like crazy fucking difficult because your weapons break so fast and stuff. So you have to like really conserve everything, and it's really difficult. I really like that they do this kind of stuff now, where you really have to test everything you have to get like some really good rewards out of it. But that doesn't happen a lot in modern games anymore.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild is definitely the Dark Souls of Legend of Zelda games.
It really is. There's so much influence from Dark Souls. It's crazy. Like you wouldn't believe it until you play it.
I think that's pretty much all E3 news, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's more or less all the conferences and announcements.
I mean, you guys want to end it here, or do you want to talk a little? Actually, I mean, okay, yeah, sure. Answer that question first. Are you feeling done? You want to throw in the towel, or? I mean, I just had. I'll save most of this stuff for next time because I do have a lot to talk about. But just some news that was right before E3. They're remaking Destroy All Humans. I don't know if you guys have ever played those games or if you saw that trailer.
No clue.
No.
They play Rammstein in the trailer as the main character just shoots up humans.
Nice.
Here you go. Destroy All Humans. My experience with those games is always just playing them at a friend's house while I'm over. Actually, I think I borrowed one of them and played one. I love the art style of the trailer, but it's such a funny trailer, and I'm actually really excited to see old cartoony games coming back, even if they're remakes. Yeah, like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, and all that stuff. That's why I was hopeful for Rayman. But yeah, the trailer is fucking great. Like he's just listening to Rammstein and he's like mind controlling all these people, and the aesthetic is really cool. But I'm really excited for that. I'm definitely gonna pick that up because Destroy All Humans. I don't know if you guys know. It's like you can shoot people with a ray that like makes them shit consistently, and they just run around as they're shitting. Or you can make like a plant that then just comes out of the ground like a giant Venus flytrap and it eats people and stuff. Like it was always just kind of crazy, a crazy weird like GTA almost kind of thing.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I've never played, but I've seen it.
It's a lot of fun. Like you'll probably like this one.
It looks hilarious. I shared a little. I shared another like link in the Discord. You might want to play that. It's like one guy reacting to the Banjo-Kazooie thing, and it's really, really funny.
Right.
Who else can they add?
Jesus Christ, that was so fucking loud.
I'm sorry, I heard it through the back mic.
Fuck you.
But that was like how most people reacted, and it's really fun. I don't know, I really like that people are so excited about it.
Nice. One other remake that I'm even more excited about is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
What the fuck?
I love the name.
Oh shit.
Not remastered, whatever. Rehydrated. I fucking love this game. I didn't even know. Like, it seems a lot of people actually played it and liked it. I didn't even know that. There isn't really any gameplay trailer or whatever. This screenshot's on the Steam store page. But man, I loved this game so much. It's actually so cool. You might be like, oh, SpongeBob game, whatever. That game was awesome. But yeah, and it looks great, the aesthetic. So yeah, cool. I'm just excited for that. That was mentioned right before E3. So yeah, that's pretty much all my E3 news. Let me see. Yeah, that's all my E3 stuff. So oh, actually, one really quick tidbit. Did you guys, you know how Metro Exodus was Epic exclusive? You know it's now available via the Xbox Game Pass, right, on the Windows Store?
Oh yeah.
That's really interesting, right? It's and a lot of games have been showing up that are Epic exclusive, and they're showing up in the Windows Store. So people are making conspiracies that maybe the contract just said don't sell it on Steam, which is interesting. But I feel like some of the games would have shown up on GOG and stuff. So maybe it's just the Game Pass kind of like slivers through some of the contract details. I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. It's a bit weird. Thoughts?
I don't have
Alright.
Epic is scum.
Alright, cool. Nice. Man, really though, this is the way you do competition. Microsoft is
No, that's how you make bad competition.
No, I'm saying Microsoft is really pulling in stuff legitimately. Like those prizes, you can't argue with them.
Yeah,
and people are.
Yeah, I'm downloading this Xbox installer or like app now.
You need the latest Windows 10, by the way. A bit annoying.
I have it.
Okay, cool.
I hope I have it.
It won't let you install.
I mean, maybe I'll try it.
For €1,
like, I understand
man.
Epic.
I couldn't bypass it. Yeah, go on.
I mean, I kind of understand Epic though. It's like they're fucking shit when it comes to their launch and stuff. I'm really annoyed that they don't update shit. Like they still don't have a fucking card.
Yeah, he's talking about Epic. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's bad,
the card is coming in like 6 months. Don't worry.
Man, I mean,
that's like the long-term goals.
Sure, Epic is doing competition, but it's bad competition. Like
yeah,
they're strong arming games into the store, but they add no value. Like the store adds no value to the customer.
The store honestly should at least be on par with Steam. Like this is
that's difficult to pull off.
No, it's not. This is yeah, but it doesn't matter if they've had 2 decades.
No,
my point is, clients come out all the time. Like GOG one came out later, but they still had the basic features. Like it's just common now. Like when someone makes a website now, it's not like it's back from the 80s when they don't know. I need fucking 20 decades of experience. Yeah. They learned.
The basic stuff, like the car and the
that's what I'm talking about.
System and that's the basic stuff. Sure, that should be there quickly enough. But all the features the Steam store has, that's a
no man. But I mean, like. Just reviews at least. Like the Microsoft store, I'm pretty sure had reviews. It has a cart. I don't know. I'm not talking about the Xbox app, by the way. The old Microsoft store. Yeah, just some stuff that I feel. So I feel like I'm on a store. Like many times while I'm using the Epic software, I'm like, oh, it doesn't have overlay, right? Oh, it doesn't have cloud. Fuck. Like there's always this. Oh,
that's
yeah.
all stuff that has to be that has to be programmed and implemented and tested. It will take time. Sure,
Yeah, but it
take
shouldn't.
as much time.
It shouldn't, is all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
there's some stuff that's like limiting them too. Like even if you go to, let's say you're like, oh shit, I've won the lottery, I've gotten $2,000. I want to buy half of the Epic Store. Then you have to go to every single game. You have to press on buy. Then you have to pay
And
for the
then-
game, and then you have to go back. And if you do that too often, they fucking ban you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Do you
It
not
is-
want
It is
people?
embarrassing for Epic, but that's because they put like the cart before the horse, basically, because they had that massive growth on their platform because of these, like, actually since the Game Awards 2018, because that's where they
Yeah.
started pushing that.
Yeah, but I don't understand why, like, oh, fuck, I'm not a dev. I'm admitting so much, but it can't be that difficult to get a proper launcher going.
I would,
within,
yeah,
like, a
exactly.
year.
It's just, yeah, exactly. I'm not I don't program software either, but
It is a lot of work to do it right.
No, man. In the same way that if a game releases now and it's like people get upset when it's like, why don't I have an audio slider? It's like at this day and age, you just need, that's a standard. And
Yeah,
if a store releases now, like, I don't know, yeah, Origin when it came
just
out.
because it's standard, it doesn't mean it's hard to implement.
Yeah, but
it might be difficult.
I'm sure it's not that hard.
Because I don't think the games launcher was planned as a store at all, even after Fortnite blew up.
Well, then rewrite it. It's like it's not like a
rewriting
fucking
is
entire
different
game.
than implementing. That's a lot.
You could just write it from scratch.
I'm
It's
sure
like,
there are tons of talented software programmers that could have done this. Like,
they have to pull off 100-hour weeks. You heard that Epic is.
yeah, but
yeah,
Epic
I know.
has all the Fortnite money. They can hire 8 million people.
They won't though, because it will diminish returns.
I'm not saying it's the simplest thing in the world to do, but I'm saying it's a thing that should be done and can be done. Like, if a game
Epic-
releases out now today without certain features, it's seen as weird, and that
Here's
should be the
one
same.
thing. I'm sorry to interrupt, but here's one thing. Like fuck, I have to translate it. It's like medium length update, 4 to 6 months, and some of the things on there are like wish lists, display of the playtime, like the time that you've already played, support of different currencies. Support of different pay
That's where
ways
you
to pay.
see
It's
that-
like super basic shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like,
that's
how
where
does
you
that take, like,
see
5 months?
Where Epic puts their emphasis at, and their
They
emphasis
put-
is not at improving the store.
it's just getting games right now.
This is on
It's getting
paying more
games and
devs
it's
to getting all the
getting
games.
money.
Yeah.
Like putting even more money into quicker development would mean diminishing returns, and they're spending a lot of money right now. They cannot afford.
Well, yeah, they
More
can't
money.
afford more because they spend more money on paying
Yeah.
so many devs.
That's where you see where their priorities lie. Their
Right.
priorities do not lie on customer, like customer
know.
things that would
It's-
benefit customers.
It's really dumb. I was a supporter of the Epic Store.
Me too.
Like, at
Me
the
too.
start,
Actually,
but
I was
not
open-minded to it.
anymore. Not anymore. It's like
I
yeah,
welcome the
fine.
competition because Steam needs someone to challenge them, but not like this. I said that many times.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
will
think-
not buy anything on the Epic Store, even if it's tempting right now. I will avoid it because I just do not like what they're doing.
Yeah, and honestly, with Microsoft doing this now, it really opened my eyes even more. That because I was like, I mean, I was thinking to myself, what are the ways because if they made this perfectly working client and they had just put games on there, people wouldn't really go over to it. They have Steam, there's no real reason to. So you need to have some sort of incentive. And the free games was a good one. But yeah, Xbox doing the subscription thing, it's such good prices for so many games. It really is like, you can do it legitimately.
You are you're either big enough like Blizzard to just not care for Steam,
Yeah.
and or you are doing just really still have a shitty platform but doing great deals. Like for example, the Origin Access is still a good deal in my opinion.
Yeah,
44 euros a
that
month.
too.
And Microsoft realized that, and now they're doing like they tested it even on the Xbox already.
Right.
And now
We-
they're bringing it to PC.
We didn't mention this. Uplay also
Yeah,
announced a service. We didn't
Oh,
mention
right,
that.
yeah. Right.
Uplay Plus. Actually, if you sign up now, I can send you guys the link if you want. You get a free whole month like in September, I think, of Uplay Plus, where you get like 100 games. So I'm just gonna play Assassin's Creed and Ghost Recon and whatever I missed out on. I can send you guys the link. But that, yeah, I mean, this is the way we're going.
And that's where I'm concerned for. Like now, they're starting to realize that monthly subscriptions are a thing. And sure, EA is already in a position where they have it established, and it's working, even though Origin is garbage. It is working, and the value is there. There are a lot of games in it. I will wholeheartedly recommend to anyone to grab the Origin Access thing, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
and
I'm
that's
gonna.
where how people are trying to establish it, because people have gamers have only that much disposable income, especially for a streaming thing. And that's where I think Steam needs to wake up soon, if they want a piece of that.
You're saying
imagine a Steam Pass with all the games. Holy
oh my
shit.
god! I'm not necessarily. I don't think they should necessarily do that.
If they feel confident enough to protect their corner, where sure, they have more or less a monopoly on it. If they feel confident enough to protect it from Epic completely, or like to some extent at least, sure. I don't think they have their billions. I think
but how viable is this? Like, is Microsoft really making that much money from a €5 or €10 pass? How
to be honest,
how do the devs make money? I don't understand how it works. And I doubt you have the answer either. I'm just saying it's I don't know.
No.
It might be similar. It might be similar to how music makes money through streaming, which is less.
Maybe, yeah.
Sure. But I mean, I think it is viable, because otherwise Origin, EA wouldn't push it as much as they did, or still do even.
Man,
because that is like income that you are expected to get every month.
Yeah. Man, Steam Pass. Oh my god. Yeah, go on, Tommy.
Sorry. What if this is the future, and we're just gonna it's all gonna be like that? That's gonna mean that like every game is gonna put in even more microtransactions.
I don't know if that's the.
They're gonna do that.
I don't know if that's.
I'm not sure. I think streaming is the future, though. Like the music industry showed it to us, and Netflix and Amazon Prime and Hulu and whoever else, showing that it is working and it is viable and it is lucrative.
You mean streaming games like
streaming
live?
Games. Yeah, like Google Stadia will be like that.
But like the.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant.
The monthly.
That's a subscription. It's not.
Sorry, I meant subscription. I think streaming is stupid and should fuck off.
I think streaming. No, dude. Like ever since I started using Spotify, not sponsored, I actually like listening to new music is so convenient. I mean, you can do it easily with music because there's no input lag. Obviously, gaming is gonna be like. Yeah, but okay. Okay, let me ask you this then, Rage. If it's perfect with no input lag, don't you agree that it's more convenient and better?
Yes, 100%.
Can you pull that off?
I'm sure.
It doesn't matter.
Technology, man. Like technology is insane. We're gonna get there at some point.
Many countries are not.
We will get. We'll get there at some point.
Yeah, we will get there. Like my teacher told me 20 years ago.
We are not talking about 50 years. In 50 years, we might be all dead. Who knows? But it will not happen in the next 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, sure, but like my teacher like 10, 15 years ago, well, more like 15 years ago or so, I complained to my teacher, like my fucking math teacher, and like, I don't give a fuck, I don't need, I don't want to calculate all of this shit, and he was like, yeah, you're not gonna have a calculator in your pocket all the time in the future. And I'm like, oh yeah, technology.
Well, first of all, technical growth slowed down significantly over the years.
Well, yeah, but still, you still get insane stuff, like the fucking internet and stuff is still developing at incredible rates.
Not just developing technology, but also building up your infrastructure. And
yeah, I was about to say that too. Like,
for example, Germany has shit.
Yes, it's shit internet.
Shitty infrastructure. We are not putting enough money into digitalizing everything.
Oh yeah,
that's a big concern. And with the looks of it, our government is not planning on putting in more money, which is retarded.
Yeah,
that's why we should vote for someone else.
I think as long as there's an option for the streaming is all I'm saying. You can also download it if you want. I'm just saying the option to do it.
It will. Yeah, but it will take quite a long
Yeah,
time.
sure.
until
I'm
it
just
is
saying it
the
will happen.
dominant-
I'm just saying it
Sure.
will happen. Yeah.
But
Well, what?
not in the foreseeable future.
Maybe
I don't
not.
understand.
Maybe.
Why don't they? Why don't they just do it in the way that they do? Kind of do it already. With loading stuff. Like if I remember when you would play, I think it was like on PlayStation games and stuff too. You could like you could have a game play and then you could just take the CD out and just keep playing. Because all the stuff was already in the RAM.
Not completely. You couldn't do that completely.
That's not possible because.
Well, you couldn't finish the entire game, obviously,
Because
but you
the
couldn't finish the
games-
area.
The
Well,
game
so-
sizes are comparably definitely bigger than the
Yeah,
RAM sizes
understandable.
nowadays.
Understandable, but why can't you just like if you can live stream the game, why can't you just like slowly download parts of the game into your memory and then you just play it
Because
on
then
your
you will
PC?
run out.
Then you have what? Sorry?
Well, not if
Because
your
then
thing
it-
can keep up.
First of all, you need a part of the RAM to just run the game. Or,
Well,
like,
yeah,
run all
obviously,
of
but
your
you can just
programs,
save it
because-
on your hard drive. Like you download the game and then you delete it as you like leave areas and stuff. I feel like that.
But then
would,
that,
like,
that
get rid of
defeats the
input lag.
point of streaming immediately and playing the game immediately because you have to download it anyway.
Well, you have to download like a little part of the game. If you download like
Well,
the start area.
I mean,
or
games
whatever,
do that
then-
already.
First of all,
The games do that
But-
now. Like
Some do, yeah.
Yeah, like you can download.
Well, yeah, that's
half
what
of the
I
game.
literally did. Like I'm playing. Okay, fucking sue me, Blizzard. I'm playing. I played for a little bit on like a private WoW server on like an old expansion of it. Fucking Cataclysm. I was so fucking excited to play, but I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to download like a 10 gigabyte game. But then I remembered, shit, they got like the new stuff there. Like it's much easier to play now. So I literally downloaded like a 12 megabyte exe. And I put it into a folder, and I double-clicked the exe. I was like, "What the fuck?" There's like the start screen, and then it took like 1 minute to download the start area, and I was already playing. And as I was playing, stuff like generated, loaded in,
Yeah.
loaded the environment, and then you just like you didn't.
well,
even
that's
download
where
it.
you go.
Yeah, but why
You're
don't we just
saying
do
to-
that instead
You're
of
saying
streaming?
the whole game is 10 gigabytes. What game is it nowadays?
Yeah, but Rage, even modern games do this. Like I think I remember doing it with Garden Warfare. The game was like 90 gigs or something, and I played it. Although that one was like you only played the tutorial section or something. Some games do it though. You can.
Yeah,
you can-
I mean, sure, but
whatever.
go
Anyway,
towards
I-
subscriptions first.
I think we've said it all.
Oh, there we go. I'm back.
Okay.
All right.
I think that's ended, guys. It's getting a bit long.
Uh,
Did you have one last thing you wanted to say?
yeah, we are okay.
You can.
No,
You can
we are
throw it in
getting
if you
overtime.
Yeah,
it's fine.
We're 2 hours now.
We
Alright.
talked about the E3 stuff. And
Yep.
It's fine.
It's as predicted. Next time I have a lot of other interesting stuff to talk about. But we will say that for next time. I hope the music doesn't blast my ears. Please don't blast my ears. Oh, it's completely muted. There you go. Alright, thank you for watching, everybody. Please let us know if you have any E3 opinions. Tell us if our opinions were stupid. Tell Tommy if I don't know. What was your most controversial opinion, Tommy? That you said today?
I don't know.
I remember when he said he hates Zelda. I remember him saying that actually. And Rage, I think,
Yeah.
said Microsoft is better than Steam, something like that. Let us know what you think. And I don't
Well,
know.
it's not as bad as you, Gana, who decided to uninstall Steam in favor of the Epic Store.
Yeah,
forever.
I forgot that I did
shit.
that. I didn't really want to mention it this episode, but whatever.
You also paid Epic.
Yeah, I did
no.
do that. I don't know why I did that, but I did that. Alright, this is the Musketeers signing out. What do they say, the Musketeers?
Hip hip hooray or something.
Alright,
Something French, I think.
okay.
Cat crossing.
Alright. On 3, we say hip hip hooray and end it. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Hip hip
Hip
hooray.
hip hooray.
Hooray!
Fucking hell.